with like vessel and like random utility items that fit the bill. But since it's a carry, it's certainly going to be Radiance, I would imagine.
Prepare for battle.
Interesting. That's I didn't know you were such a Necrophos connoisseur, but glad to have you on board for this game, then.
You should try the even just because doing it in ranked is kind of risky, right? You might grief. But just try it in turbo or whatever, buy a Radiance and run around in the jungle, and all the creeps just run to you. And you can hover over Radiance and see the Radiance AoE is just like your whole screen.
It's really satisfying, funny,
and really fun to play. So
yeah. What else is there you can get? I guess Skadi is Shivas is the obvious option.
He has really atrocious stat gain, Necrophos. He gets really little strength. Like his HP pool is very low, so I think normally you would go for the, what's that item even called? People bought it a lot at one point and it got nerfed. Eternal Shroud is like the perfect item for the zero.
Okay.
Right, it gives you the magic resist and the HP. And then after you get Eternal Shroud, Blink Dagger is also really good. Shivas is good, of course, like you said. Also Travel is good. You can also see some Yield Scepter. But at some point you become so tanky that they cannot kill you, right? And then you also have the Chen backing you up. So it's really a matter of, can you burst Necrophos? If you can't burst Necrophos, he's probably going to kill all of you. That's really, because if he starts killing you one hero, he gets the insane HP regen, right?
Yeah, especially with Divine Favor coming out onto him as well. Like, it's going to be ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what do you really have on the side of Nightboss, or what can you buy to kind of answer that? I mean,
Pango is really good against Necro. He's pretty good, yeah. Because the roll, Necrophos doesn't like the roll, right? On top of him, and he's a mix of both physical and magic damage. So I think Pangolin rotating at 6 to Necrophos lane can be really damaging. But it is really a lot about whether or not Necro can hit this Radiance timing before he feeds too much. We might also see him not feed at all, right? If that's the case, then it's gonna be a hard game for Nightballs, I think.
I mean, let's be real, Parker's had some really, really good lanes so far. He doesn't tend to have any of these like surprising deaths in the early game. I'll come in the mid game on something like the Slark when he's kind of overplaying his hand a little bit, getting cocky. We've seen that a few times, but in lane he's been very, very consistent and even rotating pretty early. But there's going to be a big movement here. But oh my god, two-man stun into a huge shrapnel. Warwick is just gone straight off the bat. That'll be a first blood going to, unfortunately, Theolicor. Not a huge deal, but you know, still happy to get it.
I hate these smokes, actually. Especially when the smoke breaks and you just keep walking uphill. We saw it the other day as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact game, but yeah, walking up there is just so risky.
Definitely into the shrapnel, into the earth spike. Like, my god, there's so much AoE damage and control coming out from the Secret Squad level 1, so very risky to go for that one. Now, mid lane it will be the Sniper versus the Pangolier. When Sniper was like the boss, when Sniper suddenly discovered to be this completely broken mid hero that nobody could answer, Pangolier was actually picked as the answer to it. People were realizing that Pango can kind of just not win every lane, but he doesn't lose many lanes if you know that you're at a disadvantage already.
Yeah. When Pango starts getting level 3, level 4-ish, then he can start using spells for every creep, right? Pretty much.
Exactly.
So you might see Sniper get ahead in that with a bit, but Pango should still be okay.
Yep, still fully expecting Warwick to lose the lane, but just not like dramatically. He should be fine, and then one rotation either into the middle lane from his supports or from him moving onto a side lane, and things are going to look much better.
But, I mean, look at this Chen, right? He's just pulling the Hoodwink completely. Like...
Oh no. And Desire didn't want that to go under the tower, did he?
Nah, he didn't. But, I mean, he was always dying, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually okay. I think because the Valama is getting the other wave, so it's not the end of the world here.
These two just kind of fighting into each other. I can't imagine this a particularly good matchup for the Timbersword, to be honest. It's going to be tricky.
Yeah, but it's definitely not good. if there's if the status quo continues like this, Necro's gonna be extremely happy. It doesn't really get any better for Timbersaw as levels progress, so they need to bring more heroes up here.
Yeah, he's just got his second CS at 2 minutes into the game, so 1 CS a minute is not looking too hard. But yeah, we see Snot Rocket on Mixer this time around, so I've given up on trying to figure out why Mixer goes for Seeing Red or Snot Rocket bases on. Like we had a Ember Spirit and a Meepo where I thought for sure he goes Snot Rocket. Nope, Seeing Red wanted to be more of a core. This game he's looking to be a little bit less of a core. Get some goo out.
That's maybe what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like whether or not he needs to be the extra physical damage dealer or not.
Oof. Davai Lama cannot get near this wave though. Constantly being bodied out by Puppey and Parker.
Yeah.
Desire has way more CS than him. At this point he gets low, pops the wand, just trying to bait out a little bit here, but completely unable to get this CS. Even under his own tower, he's struggling so much. Look at them, they just can't come near the Necrophos.
No,
this is such a counter pick.
Yeah, I mean people are, yeah, I mean Necro carry is actually not a joke. It's very strong. But he's like I said, it's like if they continues like this, he's gonna be a beast.
See a bit of aggression coming out onto Parker here. Davai Lama and Desire trying to get something done. But there ain't much to be done, I'm afraid. He's still got a healing lotus available, by the way. The heals from the Death Pulse. All pretty scary, so I'm just trying to go as aggressively as possible. Davai Lama following up as well. Whirling Death will be available in just a second. Wants to try and grab him with lots of trees around, but backs himself away. Doesn't want to get baited in to another
Actually
Death Pulse.
went for Urn. Interesting. So not being as greedy as the PA from last game, just rushing Battle Fury and rushing Radiance this game. Going for a little small item before.
Yeah, and it's a pretty ballsy like item as well, kind of implying that yeah we're gonna get kills in this lane. This Urn's gonna be worth it.
I mean, as of right now, it looks like they will get a kill eventually.
Yeah. Davai and Desire really struggling to really step up. Ooh, very low on the line, but down the bottom they move forward onto Puppey and they're going to be able to blow him up. Davai Lama and Desire managing to finally link up here. They do have a lot of burst between them when they can link up, and Puppey didn't really respect that, coming around the side for a gank. Here's the problem. You look away from the spicy lane for 2 seconds and they're at each other's necks, but down the bottom, like DK's having some issues here, trying to get himself away into the tree line, but he won't get escaped. Cammy will get brought down. Mixer just stacking up them goos and finishing off with some quills. We're still having Enchantress issues, but we'll get away.
So Parker's queuing up the Vessel. This is a very good Vessel game against Timber DK. Ench.
Yeah, a lot of tanky heroes with a lot of HP regen, so it does make sense.
We'll see how it
Another
plays
jump
out.
onto the Necro. Now I've got to be very, very careful though. Steps up too close, he could get
might die
brought
here.
down. Let's see, jump in from Davai. He's got the Whirling Death available. It's not enough. Desire trying to finish him off, but he's out of mana, but it doesn't matter. He
Nice
uses
branch.
the Iron Branch play to get the kill onto his ex-teammate. Will get killed for it as XME comes in. And now Bushwhack out from Desire onto Puppey, but the shrapnels are coming down, and Desire's going to drop. Meanwhile, Mixer dies down on the bottom side as well. Well, well, well. Who'd have thought that Parker would be the first one to go down here? It doesn't change things. I mean, it slows Parker's game down a bit, stops him being that monster you're talking about, but as they both drop, well, I don't know, Davai's getting a full lane here.
I don't think that's not beneficial for Necro at all.
No,
To die like this. Like, you ideally don't want to die at all on this hero. I mean, like, you don't want to die on any hero, but
Any carry,
mid
yeah.
lane.
Yeah, a bit of a fight breaking out as XNE getting rolled upon by Warwick. Kadara's going to be a little careful here. Theolicor's getting very busy upon him, and XNE has no way out. He's going to be falling. Puppey as well, looking like a juicy piece of meat. Desire and Warwick will chase him down. Theolicor just right-clicking, please stop killing my captain. And actually with Mixer coming across as well, things are getting a little sticky here. Warwick needs to finish the job, but he's really out of mana, so he cannot escape from Mixer. Mixer, he knows it, and he's going in for the kill. And he's going to come out with the goods. Nice moves across from the Bristleback. And maybe Desire falls here as well, actually. Bushwhack not going to be available for another 5 seconds, but that is far too long to wait. Mixer going to continue chasing down. Assassinate comes through, and XNE, despite dying, gets a kill out of it after all.
That was still pretty good for... what's it called? Night Pulse in a way, because look at the mid tower, it's almost dead, and DK snuck around and grabbed the Wisdom Rune.
Ooh.
So network looks really bad for Night Pulse, but the XP should be really in favor of them right now.
Yeah, great moves from Kami on the DK, but he's going to get jumped here. Pops the Elder Dragon form though, just attempting to run himself away, but the Goo's starting to stack up. Mixer getting busy upon him as Davai Lama brings down Puppey elsewhere. Theolicore going to drop as well as they continue chasing in for the sniper. And they might just grab him. The Rolling Thunder's coming on through. The damage coming out from Davai Lama and Kadara. They'll get another one here, Night Pulse. And down the bottom, Mixer did escape through it all. Davai Lama really starting to get going now. He's got a couple of levels. Hits a level 6. But he was doing shit before level 6. He didn't need it.
Yeah. Actually, I think Secret is under a lot of pressure right now.
Agreed.
It doesn't feel like their heroes can really fight back into this Pangolier, Ench, Timbersaw. Yeah, and they are really under level. This double Wisdom Runes Snatch. And it's hard for both Necrophos and Bristleback to help, right? These heroes are very immobile and they are kind of weak at this phase of the game. Down goes the mid tower.
Definitely. No, it comes down a lot to what we said before about Secret wanting to be this kind of blob of heroes rather than playing the map actively and dynamically. So if Night Pulse are ahead and commanding the way the game is played, then you may see Secret start to struggle. Another kill down a bottom lane onto the Bristleback. Mixer having a couple of deaths now.
Yeah, I think the next move for Night Pulse should be to try to open this top tower, getting another kill on this Necrophos, and maybe kicking him out of the ability to kill normal creeps. Here we go.
Yeah, moving upon him. Davai Lama getting a good amount of damage off, getting away as the... Reaper's Scythe could be available here for Parker. He needs to get it off, but he's not going to do so. Uses it, but dies before that regen can kick in. Davai Lama kills off Parker again. The patience from Davai Lama in this lane, not getting carried away, not getting emotional, not getting worried. And when they were losing in the early points, knowing that he'd be able to come back, and he was absolutely right.
He's been staying composed, actually making a lot of really good moves towards mid lane, towards the jungle.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That did turn out to be 2 kills, but they actually did not get any pressure on the tower top, so... Oh, he wasted his vessel charge there, huh?
Yeah. That's a bit of an illusion bait. Maybe they're in Parker's head right now as the Theolicore on the run. Warwick is going to be able to run him down. Goes for the Rolling Thunder. They want to get XNE once again here with Davai Lama coming across to help out as well. I think they might be able to get him. Healing, Hand of God, not going to do a whole lot. The Bristleback's here as well, and he's just going to be another log on the fire. Warwick brings him down. Double kill for the Pango. This is looking messy for Team Secret right now as Night Pulse starting to pull ahead.
Yeah, the chaos created by Night Pulse is really looking like it's creating a lot of problems for Secret's heroes. It's very hard for them to fight back into this aggressive heroes from Night Pulse. What are they really supposed to do with Chen and Lion, Sniper? It feels like all 3 of their cores are really susceptible to this early skirmishing.
Yeah, I don't know, Misery. It does. They want to play together, but they can't do that at this early on in the game because they just run out of farm extremely quickly. So,
well, I mean, as long as they can keep farming on their heroes, they are gonna be okay moving forward. Just can't keep leading like this and losing. I think having the towers up as well creates a lot of space for their heroes to continue to farm. So it's also important for Nightfalls to keep up this aggression, because clearly Secret cannot really respond.
No.
So it is in their interest for sure to continue to running at Secret.
Yeah, it is. It is. Parker sitting at top with his 0 charge to a Spirit Vessel whilst they jump into the jungle once again, but this time Secret are ready for it. They're making sure they're not really giving anything up here. And once again, you know, Parker's able to just come in, defend this lane, disappear back into the jungle. It's kind of what you want him to be doing at the moment, just keeping the lane in a really awkward position. They'll see
Vessel
him now.
has slowed down his radiance a lot, so that's something. And the hero doesn't. If he cannot sit in a lane and farm normal creeps, he doesn't really farm that fast actually.
Right.
They're gonna.
Yeah.
He TPs out and then smoke back to top. I think this is an interesting move that might catch them off guard here.
Unfortunately, they've run into Desire instead. Probably not who they wanted, but they'll take it. Reaper Scythe comes down. 2 Spirit Vessel charges gained by Parker. Let's see what usage he can make of that. Davai, once again, yeah, not really responding too much to what Parker's doing. You know, that you might have thought he'd go for a Yule Scepter or something just to be able to get rid of these Vessel charges, but not overreacting, sticking to his build, sticking to what he needs. Soaring on the way, followed by the Aghanim Scepter.
They have a nice ward onto this Bristleback right now.
Dire's bottom tower
And actually, Bristleback is still suffering a lot.
Yeah,
He's not going any Vanguard. He just has the shard queued up actually.
Dire's bottom
That's
tower.
very
It's not
interesting.
gonna be top lane reliant.
He's getting jumped.
Attack.
Yeah, Fiolicora top lane, Mixig, Rolling Thunder
Mixig
being
also
tempted. They don't need it though. Warwick will bring him down regardless. And now the play takes place onto Davai Lama. The damage coming through. They need to finish him off and they will be able to do so. The supports getting it done very nicely.
Yeah, a bit crazy by Davalama, but still a lot of space though. Look at
bottom.
tier 2. Yeah, that's a tier 2 tower at 13 minutes. And now the Wisdom Rune is gonna spawn again. I think
Get another one.
Nightfalls might get 2 again.
Yeah, this is wild, but no one's moving into the neighborhood from inside a secret. And they're just going to be able to grab it. Crazy. This isn't the secret we've been seeing so far. This is the first big stumble we've been seeing. Can they dig themselves out of this hole? That's what we're going to find out. At the moment, it's really only Parker who's having any kind of a game. Sniper's been shut down. The Bristleback's been thoroughly shut down. Puppy's pretty farmed, but he's just a champ.
So now when you look at this game from Pangolia's point of view, it's actually such a free Pangolia game. He has nothing to really worry about when he rolls through. Maybe if Sniper gets really farmed, he can shoot him down, but
yeah,
the way
if
it is
Sniper
now,
gets really farmed, you could get like Reapers into...
Sniper.
Yeah, he's just not getting really farmed at the moment as he's dying. Although that said, the Chen is there with the heals, with the mech, with the Hand of God, but Warwick continues, as does Davai Lama, but they need to be a little bit careful there. The heals coming through thick and fast onto the Sniper, keeping him alive. Another Reaper Scythe coming down onto Davai Lama from Parker. Down goes your Timber Saw. Night Pulse, they need to get out of this one. This is not their fight. Oh, a stun from Theodicor, catching out Warwick as well. That's a big kill to get. Mixer will take it as well, dragging himself back into the game. That was a huge
Puppy.
overextension from Night Pulse.
Yeah, Puppy also saving the game there a little bit.
Absolutely.
Like with the mech and the Chen heal, kind of overextending Nightfalls into them. If that didn't happen, the Sniper dies there. You know, probably all of them are they're gonna keep chasing and get multiple kills there. This is the road to Radiance right now for Necrophos. We're gonna see his network spike very soon.
Yeah, that massive AoE. That's what I'm here to see. I was just
That was
saying, you know,
very
how much could a
expensive.
farmed Chen really do? And well, there's your answer. Save the Sniper. Was the answer, and boy, did that change the game for them.
Now we have a much more even game at our hands suddenly. It was a big upset for sure. Nightpulse still have a lot more map to play with, considering the towers went down. Secret still hasn't really touched any tower of Nightpulse.
Yeah, and these supports are pretty scary as well with all the extra XP. Haven't seen a whole lot coming out from Enchantress or the Hoodwink yet. from Desire or Kadari. Let's see, one of them has a Solar Crest and going in for the Glimmer Cape. And Desire just has Atos. See if he goes for anything else. Yeah, it took a bit of the wind out of Night Pulse's sails, you know, they were getting very aggressive, making loads of moves, and well, that one awful fight has really kind of stumped them a little bit, so we'll consolidate, hit some timings, then go again. And apparently that timing is now. Not waiting for the Pangolin Aghanims, as I was about to say, but instead smoking up his 4, trying to make a catch. Parker has been seen on the front lines here. The ward comes down. Dragon Tail is out, followed up by the Rolling Thunder, and they will bring him down. The sharpshooter's there. Parker to full. Warwick looking for more here. Meeks is going to be that more, but Meeks is trying to hold his own here. I mean, puppies together, they are as 4. They are pretty darn scary, but Night Pulse respect that. They'll back themselves away. They got what they came for. Do they stay for the tower, though?
They got the best possible target there. I think they don't want Parker to be tanking the initiation right now. They want Bristol back in front. Or even just like a Lion or something like that. Necro dying first is really bad for them. He's not tanky at all yet. And he's most of their damage.
What's interesting is Puppy didn't use the heals there for him. I don't know if he was just so quick, just realized that there was no saving him, or he just wasn't in range. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. He wasn't stunned. Or what?
No, definitely not. Maybe Hand of God could have still been in cooldown and that wasn't on range from before.
Maybe.
High possibility.
Could it be just also just a read that this fight is really bad? Can't save him.
Yeah. Either way, another Parker once again. They're just keeping him from that top net worth slot, letting the DK be the boss of the game at the moment, with the Radiance finished up on the Necrophos.
So as of the fights right now, it really comes down a lot to whether or not Night Pulse are able to burst that target initially. Well, whoever they go on, if they can burst that target, then the fight's going to be good for Night Pulse most of the time.
Yeah.
If they can somehow kite and the Chen heal can kick through and maybe they can get a couple of 4-staffs, then the fights might change to the point where, you know, Night Pulse dives into the hand of Secret, and then they can turn the fight around with like a Necro ult, all this like random damage on the ground from Bristleback, from Sniper, Necro Aura. It's just gonna wither down the lineup of Night Pulse. For now, they're still a lot stronger in fights, I would say. If the Pangolin connects with the roll as the initiation hits, then it's very hard for Secret to do much about it.
It's a whole lot of frontline burst, isn't it? Just the combination of the 3 calls together, throwing a sharpshooter.
You don't have a good response for the Rolling Thunder, right? When you stun, the DK stuns the target and the Rolling Thunder comes through, all of Secret kind of has to scatter. I think the 4-stars are going to be pretty key this game. Also see Puppy having queued one up now.
Yeah, Sniper, I think he's going to feel like he needs more than just an Aghanim Shard to get himself out of danger in these fights. What makes his positioning is going to be so key as well. Like being in front.
Yeah, you see Secret already now having kind of Bristol posture in front and smoking behind.
That said though, Night Pulse are nowhere near the area at this point. They've just gathered in their own triangle, sensing that they're up to something. No major timing hit on Secret. They just wanted to see if they could find a fight.
Might go Roshan actually.
The Roshan, is it good?
If Davai Lama knows about it, and Davai Lama and Nightfall knows about it.
Yeah.
This could be a scary place to fight into Rolling Thunder.
It really could, and it's not going to be a quick Roshan. The Bristleback makes it not horrible, but it's certainly not going to be quick. They should know they're coming, surely. I mean, Kadara's going to try poking at mid, you know, just be a little bit annoying with Sproink. And then TP across when the fight breaks out, I suppose. I'm not sure. I don't know why the Enchantress isn't here.
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh, wrap around the back.
I think.
Dire's top tower is
XNE would be an excellent target to find here, and they do. Dragon Tail connects, the damage coming through onto the sniper. They'll try and keep him alive. There's your mech coming out from Puppey. Hand of God still held. Mixer trying to sit in the front line to just ward off Night Pulse here. And now I look over towards Mixer. The Reaper's side coming down onto the DK, strangely doing absolutely nothing. Mixer still being chased through this as he runs down into the tree line, keeping himself alive, but Theodicor picked off at the back. Now, they're looking to kind of...
Not a good fight for Secret.
Yeah.
For sure.
They need to leave Night Pulse. Sorry,
it's gonna be Roshan.
Yeah, they've kind of led them here, haven't they?
So very early BKB from DK. I don't think he expected that.
No, I don't think so. I think that's why that Reaper side came down onto him. Wasn't ready. DK, the monster of the game at the moment.
I think maybe the Lion disable, like stun or hex, somehow cancelled the Pango roll through animation. So you didn't see the roll come through there. If he got the roll off, I think it could have been really bad for Secret, right? Because Necro was so exposed there in the pit.
Yeah, Necro's in very, very deep, but didn't get caught.
This will come in handy.
22 minutes now and an ages for the DK. 8k gold advantage for Night Pulse. This Necro experiment, the Necro sniper lineup, it hasn't really looked like one of Secret's best ideas just yet.
No, certainly not. I would say they have actually, their drafts have actually looked really good so far. This one is a bit more, maybe they left themselves a little bit into a corner, but I mean, it's not over yet. I think if Night Pulse takes one or two bad fights, this game is completely turned around. Just need more items on the Necro and the Sniper.
We haven't had a good track record of teams being able to get ahead and stay ahead, so I'm not expecting this one to be over anytime soon. I'll say that much.
Actually, the Pango problem does never really go away this game.
No.
You might end up having 3 BKBs, then it's not as bad, but Pango is really an issue for them. Another item that really destroys Necrophos as a hero is Nullifier.
Yeah, that's a big one, isn't it?
You can't do anything. You can't buy any item that really makes you able to survive through it. They have damage plus Nullify. You can't buy Yules, you can't get Force, you can't use your Ghost Shroud. And maybe get BKB, but if they have a lot of physical damage, you kind of need to run away regardless, right? So it's really an item that makes the hero struggle.
Yeah, and that is what Warwick is looking at the moment. That's a death quick buy. So Angler BKB will be online pretty soon as they kill off Desire, but a lot of heroes coming in. XNE trying to TP out, and he does do so. So it's just Theodicor being traded for Desire here. Should be happy with that on the other team's Secret. Poking in deep, forcing Night Pulse to move back with this Aegis. Delaying out the game a little bit longer. 2 minutes 30 left for Cammy or Dream or Cut or whatever you want to call him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sanjay and Yasha finish up the mix, so it's going to help him just be that annoying guy on the front lines a bit more. Survive through the stun to get out of the Rolling Thunders a little quicker. Yeah, those annoying debuffs off on him. Wondering if that's an item which Necro wants to start looking at. He's already gone for the Yules. Then going into Shiva. Stun out though. Onto Kadaro. Kadaro should be losing his life here. Reaper side available if they want it, and they do. Take him down, but now the Return sponsors come in, and Theodicor is dead, so once again, support's just being traded. Mixer still looking to be a little aggressive. By a little, I mean a lot. Forcing out the Dragon Form, but they found the Sniper. Sniper with the BKB just trying to leave, and won't be able to do that as the mech comes through. The heals are there. Hand of God's come out. The heals out onto Parker. Parker, he's going to need a little bit more, and I don't know they've got anything left to save him. They've used it all, and it's not enough, and there it is. The tip comes out. Dalai Lama onto Parker as he brings him down.
Oh, that painful tip.
It really is. He waited so long for it as well. He's killed him so many times. He's gotten the better of him throughout the game, to be perfectly honest.
Probably also waited long enough so that he knew that the tip is not gonna bite him in the ass, right?
Yeah,
That-
potentially.
That fight felt a bit like that was cementing the win,
Agreed.
probably in his mind as well. So, like, okay, it's safe to tip now. Of course, it's a best of 3, so can still bite him in the ass.
Definitely. I was wondering if there was going to be any voice
It's just the
lines,
tip, though.
tipping, anything out coming out from Dava. Just the tip.
It's just a tip. No all chat yet. All chats for later,
Maybe.
maybe.
We'll do some GG analysis as well. Make sure we're checking who's saying it, who's not.
I feel like that fight showed again, like, you kill the Ench, you use the Reaper Scythe on the Ench, and you almost had to. If you don't kill him there, he might sprink away and get kited and get forced out by Hoodwink and suddenly Lion.
Yeah, Lion has been the victim of a lot of this, and oh, I thought he made it out, but Warwick finds him in the trees. Okay, Dava.
Yeah, anyway,
wrong target.
like, the point what I was making is, like, you use the Reaper on the Ench and then you don't have it for the tanky guys, right? Then it's really hard to fight suddenly. And then another point is that you saw how strong Pango looks when he just rolls through there. There's just nothing they can do. Everything just crumbles the second the Pangolia rolls through, and I feel like, I don't know, the only way they really win a fight is if they can somehow either kite out the ult without dying or jump the Pangolia with Lion and burst him. That
Yeah.
should be the game plan for Secret.
Yeah, at the moment they have no solution, or they haven't showed any solution to the Pango problem.
They have gotten every single Wisdom Rune in this game. I don't know if they got the
Okay.
21 Wisdom Runes, but they got both 7, both 14, and both 28 now. Surely one of the 21 ones as well.
So, potentially all but one, probably all. It's resulting in a serious XP difference as well. Currently 15 levels ahead of them on the side of Night Pulse.
Yeah. Support levels are the biggest deal. The cores are surprisingly similar.
Yeah, both
Not really,
supports-
actually.
Both supports 16 on the side of
21.
Night Pulse, and both supports 12 on the side of Secret. That is...
It's only Parker who's keeping up.
Yeah, Parker always finding a way to keep himself in the game, to keep his
Radiant's
income
bottom
high.
tower is under attack.
They might look to jump the base here. They can
See,
easily
Parker's
burst
going
him.
to show immediately. They jump him. He does get off the Ghost Shroud, which is going to buy him a little bit of time and stop the DK from clicking him down. Not too much committed here from Parker and the gang. The side of Secret.
They do have the 4-star on the Chen now, which is a kind of a big deal.
Yeah, really helped the Necro out there. But again, that's another thing which this Nullifier will answer when we see it.
Yep. Pango has it queued up, and he already got the helm component, so
Yeah.
he's close. Smoke up from Secret now.
What need have I for in visit? Oh.
Bursting the Davalama could also be a thing, but
Yeah, it's going to be kind of
Yeah.
tricky with the Reaper Scythe coming down. They will kill him off. Now Kami
Secret.
just BKB TP out. Yeah, get out, get out, get out has been the call. Desire is going to make it. Kadara leaves as well. One casualty is all it'll cost Night Pulse here. Could have been way, way more.
okay. So actually, that kind of shows another approach for Secret. You jump any of the cores from smoke and burst them from full HP, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be the Pango, because if you kill one of the cores, the power of Night Pulse's heroes fall drastically, right? You need your 3 cores to all be able to deal damage. I feel to be able to kill Secret heroes. If you're one man down from the get-go, it's very hard to fight, as you saw there. So, and all of their heroes are susceptible to that exact move, right? Even DK will die like that. That's kind of the strength of Necrophos and Lion together.
Yeah, Reaper's Scythe and Finger is a devastating combination. I'm wondering even if Necro wants to move into more mobility, but he's still looking for the Veil for the full Shiva's Guard. And then into Kaya and Yasha. Or Sanjin Kaya, sorry, as a follow-up item. Looks like we're good to go. Reset. So Roshan respawning in about 1 minute's time. So Davai Lama will be back up for that. Let's see how much of the map Secret can take and how much money they can get coming back in their favor. Darius doesn't shy away from the Necrophos, that's for sure.
Dara has 3k gold. I wonder what he's gonna to buy.
Yeah, I was noticing that as well. I would have thought it's just the Hurricane Pike, but maybe he's got something else in mind.
There's also some kind of, maybe some Lincoln Sphere. It's kind of expensive, but it looks like a good item. Lotus Orb, Lincoln's.
Yeah,
These type of items are kind of nice against the initiation of Secret.
Warwick has that Nullifier coming out to him on the Courier.
4-star is never bad, of course. Secret has a nice setup here for Roshan, which is going to spawn in 10 seconds. And
You say as they run away?
yeah, they might find it hard to keep the area like that.
Dire are
They're going to
scattered.
group up
It's
and
like-
probably smoke back in unless they actually don't want to fight. There is a good chance that they just straight up don't want to take the 5-on-5.
If you think about it, I think Secret cannot really play unless they start the fight
Yeah.
with a kill. If they are the ones who get initiated on and Pango rolls through, then they're going to lose the fight. So they have to be in a position like they are in right now, where they kind of have the advantage. Otherwise, it's very difficult. And around Roshan, it's almost impossible for Secret heroes to position themselves.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See, Necro has a hard time of getting to them right now if they start the fight.
So that said, he's just picked up an Arcane Rune. That could be really, really key in keeping this Necro alive and forcing the fight. Now he picks up a Shiva's Guard as well.
They see him though on the ward, so they know exactly where Secret are now.
This is bad. The Secret.
Secret has no smokes, so
Yeah.
not as easy to start the fight.
They won't be surprised by anything here. Running at them under the sunlight. It's not going to be subtle at all. Still, we'll try and hold the ground. Maybe bait with Mixer a little bit. Parker looping right the way around. I'm thinking better of it. Let's not forget, no BKB on Parker. Nullifier up for the Pangolier. There's a real opportunity to just take Parker out of the game in these fights with the Pangolier and +1. Whether that be the DK or the Timbersaw, doesn't really matter.
So I have BKB on both the DK and the Timbersaw. If they manage to press their BKBs before the Lion hexes them and the Pangolier rolls, then there's no counterplay for Secret realistically. They rely heavily on the Lion to get the hex off on one of those targets.
What a stalemate at the moment.
Yeah.
The 4 ranged creeps on the top lane for Night Pulse are
Yes.
pushing in.
Not quite enough though.
It's not. You don't need to go home
Not
for
enough
this.
to deter Secret, yeah. Okay, we see Nightfalls now. I think that if they just pop their BKBs a little bit early and start the fight on anybody, then they're gonna feel good. But
I agree.
see how this one goes. They have the... They know exactly where Secret are.
Leaving the bounty
don't have-
rune even. Oh wow,
The
they're going for the long
smoke is
wrap around on this.
Interesting.
Radiant
Could
are
land
scattered.
onto Parker here. Let's see, Desire leading the charge. The rest of the team lagging behind a
see
little
him.
bit. Here we go. Warwick
This is
pops the
bad.
ultimate. BKB out from Davai Lama. They're trying to just juke them out here on the side of Secret, but they have lost Puppy. Puppy with the buyback. Oh, Parker. He moves across towards the Theolicore. Gives him an opportunity to jump out with that shard. Now look over. Well, Theolicore's just dead in the middle of everything. The sniper trying to get his damage off, but they can't bring them down. Mixer getting low, trying to escape. Getting good goo off here as Parker runs into the middle of the fight. Gets nullified and dead. That's exactly what they wanted to happen. Maybe they'll bring down the DK, they will, but it's going to cost them just about everybody. Buybacks coming out from the 2 supports on Secret doesn't make a difference. It's a full 5-man team wipe for the side of Night Pulse.
There it is. Very hard to... I think maybe Parker had an angle there where he could have Reapered DK. It felt like DK was holding his BKB a little bit too long, but maybe he didn't have the cast range. Reaper's size cast range is pretty low.
It's not the
But yeah,
greatest.
that was kind of an evidence of how the fight is really challenging when Secret are the ones getting jumped first. And that was even it could have been way worse, because like Chen just pulled back immediately, right?
Yeah.
And then they kind of kited out both the roll and the tempers of BKB. But even then, it's just too awkward when they break the formation like that.
Parker just trying to get on the front lines on the Necrophos and get another fight up and killed off was just kind of exactly what we were expecting. I don't know how he answers that. BKB is going to have to be the only option they really have. Jumping in, getting multiple heroes caught on the Death Pulse, and then getting some sort of Reaper's Scythe kill is the only way for him to survive through these fights.
I think Parker played that fight good, because he was waiting for so long to enter the fight. The problem is that Nullifier just destroys the hero, right? He just can't survive.
No. And they're not going to use it on anybody except him. That's another problem.
And I've been in this type of situation as Necro before. You feel like you need BKB, but you also kind of need Lincoln Sphere to stop the... but then you feel like, I also kind of want to Blink Dagger so I can cast my spells if DK gets low, You can't just... You're kind of slow as well, like you have 375 move speed, and cast range on Reaper is really low, so it's hard to get in and Reaper the guy you need to, when you have the short opportunity. So you also want a Blink Dagger, you're also slow, you want to travel, so you actually want so many items to be able to be effective, and it's not an easy situation.
Middle tower is under attack.
So many things to think about here for Parker, and part of the reason why he's got so much to think about is because there's just not really any other threats on his team. The sniper is just doing the bare minimum, just shooting people in the fights. Got off like a little bit of damage in the last fight, but ultimately, just
Sniper is kind of running away, right?
Yeah.
And even if he's hitting, it's not so bad. Same with Bristleback. This is not a serious threat.
Yeah, Bristle's just on the front lines, gooing them up. Can make them scary if the sniper is able to click, but so far hasn't been the case.
Oh my god, look at Kidawa's items.
Alright.
Even before Pike.
Yeah. Dragonlance Moonshard, it's a build.
Feeling confident for sure.
Oh, yeah, Mixer's in a pretty bad position here.
God.
Jesus!
Damage.
Desire almost taking him out. TP out at least is going to get him out.
What on earth was the damage? It's the Timeless Relic and the Hunter's Boomerang.
Yeah, the double amplified damage into Sharpshooter is just mountains and mountains of damage. And that's a Cloak of Flames as well. Now, my guy's sitting at 40% magic resist. Would you believe it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a scary hoodwink actually.
Yeah. Alright, so Hoodwink's scary. The Enchantress is very scary if she can click in the fight, so...
Everyone's actually scary now from Night Pulse.
Yeah, Nightbolt's going for the 5 carry build. Okay.
Iron Mike jumped here. Alright, just gonna slow siege.
Yeah, Sniper being a bit annoying with those shrapnels,
Dire's bottom tower has
but a bit is not enough.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
This also feels kind of scary to hit a sniper, because you get hit by any stun then you just die. Full.
Pretty much. Kudaro and Kami just smacking on the high ground.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Went Aviana's feather on the sniper as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Parker, moving the Skeletor. Who are they looking to blow up here? I mean,
any core.
Yeah, they can blow up pretty much anybody, but maybe
the
not
DK.
this guy. Well, they're going to go for it here. Let's see. Do they have the damage?
Aegis.
Jumping on to the DK. Sinking. He's sinking. He's going for it. The damage comes in. The kill is good, but it's only onto an Aegis. So this gets very awkward very quickly now. I mean, the entirety of Secret are here. They're going to heal Theolical up to full, but it doesn't matter. They'll rip through him twice regardless. Finally, Theolical will fall, and now they move over towards Parker. Parker picks up the BKB, though, gets that nullifier off him, and gets himself away, but he's just being clicked. He's just being clicked forever, and Warwick dragging him over here as Necrophos just having to sit in the front of the fights, but now everything's been used. Maybe the fight starts to go in Secret's favor. Desire is eventually going to get picked off by Parker and by Puppy, and they will kill the main guy as the clone is left behind. And they kill off the DK for a second time as well. Warwick sitting on a cliff, doesn't really know what to do with himself, getting gooed up by Mixer, tries to move to the side, but it's going to be another kill going the way of Secret.
Alright. There we see the strength of Necrovos and the BKB, right? They actually didn't have damage to bring him down there, and then the Aura starts kicking in. The DK just died, actually. Out of nowhere.
I mean, the DK was useless that entire fight because he used his Dragon form in his first life, so he's just running around in melee form doing nothing.
Yeah, that was now the game is actually looking pretty even, right? 8k net worth doesn't matter at this point.
Doesn't mean shit. Yeah, this is nuts. All right, well, Parker is going to TP away, but Mixer's going to have the pushing power. 3 points in Warpath and a 20 talent. I mean,
it's crazy how much this game also comes down to the, like we mentioned before, like how much it matters who starts the fight.
Yeah.
Even when Secret starts the fight on an Aegis, it still puts them in a much better spot to take the fight.
And you said it as well, like the Necrophos and the Lion together can kill up anybody, so they utilize that beautifully by sticking 3 heroes on the high ground and just going out as a strike team of 2, trying to find a target. And that target's the DK, you know, I raised my eyebrows when they started going on the guy. There's an Aegis DK, but absolutely the right play. Slay the dragon. And a Wisdom Rune picked up. The enemy Wisdom Rune picked up here, Misery. Finally.
Oh, yeah, big. And this was a very big swing. Parker's top net worth.
Money changes hands.
"42 minutes. We're in for a long one here.
They have a vision on Sniper and Lion right now.
Yeah, great targets to
Smoked
bring
up.
down. Swift Blink on the DK as well. They do see Davai Lama moving over, though. He may have given this away. Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to be getting it. The Sniper's being very greedy. They're going to see the creeps being farmed. Desire. They'll go for him, and I think they'll get him. Bushwhack's going to be there. Sharpshooter to finish the job. Just make sure he goes down. X and E caught out.
At some point, maybe you, if you start losing the fights, you might start to bite. Like the item choice of Kidara might bite yourself a little bit. Not having a Hex or a 4-star or any kind of useful item.
Yeah, that's for sure. Definitely. Stuns out here as they immediately just try to blow up Theolical. The buyback here's going to come in from the Sniper. He's teleporting very forward on the front lines, but he's got his Bristol back to help him out. As I'll move on to Necrophos. Necrophos with the early BKB, but Might Pulse, they're just backing themselves away. They've already lost both of their supports, so they want nothing more to do with this fight.
Sniper buyback for 2 supports. Probably good for Night Pulse, assuming that Secret can't get Roshan in the meantime. I think the fights are starting to get a little scary for Night Pulse. Once the BKBs are out, it's very hard to fight into this Necro.
Backing away. Being chased a little bit here. Up the BKB, goes for the portal play to try and escape.
Okay.
Parker's going to try and follow though.
It's Refresher now on Parker.
Wow. Double Reaper sides in these fights. He actually goes for the Heartstopper aura damage. I guess that makes sense when you're playing against these big tanky cores.
Radiant's courier
Yeah,
has been killed.
for sure. I mean, this hero is all about surviving the fight, surviving the BKBs, and just your passive damage. from the hot stopper. People just randomly start dying, right?
Yep.
And then they don't even realize how. They're not getting hit by any spells or any right clicks really. It's just random AoE damage.
Their
killing
hearts
them.
are just
Radiant's
stopping.
top tower is under
Yep.
attack. Dire are scanning.
Parker playing everywhere right now, just trying to farm the whole map. This is what he's wanted to do all game.
Yep, now he has the space to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant are scanning.
10 seconds for Rosh spawn. They need a Hex quite badly, I think, on
Night Pulse.
Night Pulse now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Necro is gonna be sort of in the front. The best way to kill him is to Hex, I think, at this point.
Yeah, no one's really looking for it though. Oh,
Kadaro's
Kadaro is
queuing it up.
be a while. Here we go, jumping forward once again, looking for Mixer. Mixer needs to get up his BKB. He will not be able to do so. Whole lot of damage coming in from him, and he does not have a buyback here, so this might be Secret just straight up losing this fight. Let's see if they want to stick around. I mean, Theodical is going to get killed off on the side. They'll move across to Puppy as well. It's a target-rich environment for Night Pulse. They can kill who they want. 3
Damn,
dead.
that damage. What burst the bristle? Was it just
Ooh, DK crits.
was it DK
With the
crits,
edge.
maybe Timber Saw as well, pure
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower
Oh,
is
the
under
break as
attack.
well, right? It must have been the sharpshooter as well.
Yeah,
He
coming.
died really fast, and he has a heart, and he had all the gen stuff on him.
1,100
ready.
damage dealt by the Hoodwink, and 1,200 damage dealt by the Dragon Knight. And 800 damage dealt by Timbersaw. He
They
was
were not really ready to take the fight, though.
no, they weren't set up at all.
Oh, Parker is actually in trouble here, I think.
Stunned. He gets a refresher off, gets off the BKB, goes aggressively, and TP's out. See you later.
Okay.
I thought he was going to run in, try and grab a Reapers onto the Hoodwink, but nope.
Couldn't see him, I think. It was the decoy. Yeah. Okay, back in the favor of Night Pulse.
Yeah, definitely. This time,
And it's all about who gets the initiation.
the high ground is always going to be very hard to break from Secret. You have a sniper, of course. No surprises there. But you are looking at a very weak Necrophos at the moment. No BKB for 55 seconds. Refresher will cooldown for 135 seconds.
True. Yeah, that matters a lot.
It does.
No BKB means he one nullify and he just dies.
One null and I'm die.
So DK seems to go. He got a free
Dire's bottom barracks are under
free Ice
attack.
Dragon,
Cool.
Black Dragon. Yes.
Yeah. Gonna give him the range he needs to be able to finish off that tower. The 20 talent. Killing off the Tormentor as well. It's not a high ground time apparently.
It's so hard, right, against Sniper and you know the whole like Link Hex Lion. Oh shit, I'm dead. You know, now you have
do
to
know
run
that
away.
very well.
You don't want to get in that scenario.
Yeah.
You might see the
Still.
further we get into this qualifier, the more safe people start to play, right? We did see a lot of throws yesterday, and that
We did.
might be because the qualifiers its early stages where games, I mean, psychologically don't matter as much, right? Because there's more games to play anyways. As you get closer and closer to qualifying, it's it's gonna get more stressful.
Yeah, you start to believe.
Dire are scanning.
Still surprised that Night Pulse didn't really do anything with the Necropulse with no BKB and Aegis on the DK.
Thankfully rolling here.
Yeah, I don't know why, but he is. We're looking for a fight in the triangle, but Secret disengaged quite nicely. Cammy, the monster of the game, the Dragon Knight. I'm beginning to see the damage breakdown though. Who do you think's dealt more damage, the Dragon Knight or the Necrophos?
I don't know. Could also be Timber. Or Pango. I feel like
Pango's
it's hard to
probably
tell,
the
right?
highest in the game, but
Yeah.
I was just wondering between the two of them,
Ah,
who's been getting up more.
I think DK.
Well, he's going to get a tower. Certainly doing more building damage at the moment. Assassinate coming out on Tim. Doesn't care. Just keeps it going. Rolling Thunder coming through. Stunning up Mixer. They use another fire on him as well. This could mean an entry to the fight for Parker if he wants to find a way in. But he's currently not home. TPing back in. Moves across from the sidelines. I'll kill off the banner. Secret will hold their high ground.
It's a nice approach from the Nightfalls though. Hitting a little bit carefully and then using the roll to kind of zone them, right? Forcing out the BKB as well from the Bristle. Just making sure that you don't overextend into some kind of bad fight where you kind of waste all your BKBs and Necrophos is still alive. That's the way you actually lose the fight, this game or any fight really right now, is that you are careless with your BKBs and you don't kill the target you're focusing. The fight drags on to some point where you are out of gas. And that's where Necrophos is not out of gas. He picks up the Aghanims, no buyback at all. To travel too.
Parker special.
Yeah.
It's very bold, but with a refresher BKB in, he feels okay about going for this. And it does give him a lot more damage on that Heartstopper aura. So the longer these fights go on, the more it's just going to stack up.
So it's based on 50% of his
Radiant
HP
are
regen.
scanning.
Yeah.
They're
so
smoked up now, Nightfalls. See. Still no BKB on Bristle. 5 seconds.
this could be a really good fight here. They're just taking his health down in chunks right now, and they are going to lose Mixer. Mixer has buyback available, so we'll be able to come back in as Davai Lama comes charging up onto the high
Oh my
ground, just
God.
blowing up 3 heroes. Doesn't finish the job, but Warwick will come in and at least take down Puppy. Direct DK trying to follow up as well on another target, but doesn't really get anybody else brought down. Heals out onto Cammy just to reset the fight a little bit. Mixer's back on the front lines trying to goo them all up, get them all sticky as the Necrophos tries to follow. He's going to be hexed up for now, but he finds his next target. Kadara is going to be that target. Reaper's Scythe coming on down. That's a huge buff to the decay damage as well. They just need to leave. This Necrophos is too damn scary. Another Reaper's Scythe coming down. Down goes the DK. Davai Lama found on the side. Moving with some big Timber Chain TPs out. He will get out okay. Davai lives, as does Warwick, but still a big fight take and a huge defense from Secret, but it does cost them.
That's 2 buyback again, right? But that's the scenario exactly what we just talked about, where you just have to get out. You got nothing left in the tank.
All the extra regen which the Necro is getting from these double Reaper
Be
sides
careful, you don't
are just
chain
making his
freeze anymore,
decay
please.
absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, Desire looking like a little bit of a tricky situation here, backing up, but Mixer still chasing, and in comes Parker from the sidelines. They will kill him, but Theolical has died as well, so it is a trade right now as once again Nullifier out onto Necrophos. There's not really any follow-up here though, just trying to slow him down from jumping Davai Lama.
Is under attack.
No buyback on the DK, but you also don't have buyback on either Sniper, Bristleback, Lion, right? So it's a bit scary to push here. So you don't know about these buybacks.
No, you don't. I think you gotta force it. That's exactly what they believe. Davai Lama's gotta be a little careful there. Has the Aghanims going, which certainly helps with the Yules. Just gonna cancel out the whole thing.
Bristleback has a lot of damage to these buildings.
Yeah, he smacks them. Ooh, a jump over the Necrophos to try and catch Puppy here. Sniper trying to do the damage to Warwick, and honestly, he's doing a whole chunk. Be a little bit careful. Reaper's Scythe is almost back. Running around these fights on low health is not the best idea. Secret, they get the middle lane of barracks. They'll get themselves away. Does look like they're able to break the base, evening this game out even further.
Yeah. Still say Night Pulse has a big window now where there's no buyback on Bristol and Chen. Sniper seems to have gotten his buyback back up again, even though it feels like it's not that long ago, but Roshan is spawning as well, and
Come in handy.
it's probably the game-deciding fight. Parker has buyback now and boosted travel too, so even if they burst him, the second life, buyback life, is actually going to be devastating, right? We talked about how the BKBs running out is the rule breaker for Nightballs, and 2 lives in Necrophos. The chance of the second life being without BKBs is pretty high at this point.
Aegis losing its value perhaps in the later portions of this game, you'd say?
Aegis?
Yeah.
Radiant are
No, I
scanning.
think it's very important. Whoever gets this Aegis, I think Secret will try to fight it. Also because I think the Necrophos buyback is so important here. It's very strong. But all of Nightfall has buyback.
Oh, we're in the pit right now.
You know about it too.
Yeah. Alright.
Why Llama's
Don't get
scouting
away
them
with
though?
it. Yeah, he's doing a great job down here on the low ground as immediately the Nullfire out onto Necrophos, forcing out his first BKB as he's just trying to sit in the fight and get some damage off, looking for a target to get off that Reaper's side, but it's Chen who's gone. No buyback on Puppy either. He is gone. Over on the sidelines, Auric is in trouble here. He'll be losing his life, and the Reaper's side does come out, giving Parker all that extra damage on his decay as they're trying to stand their ground here on Nightpulse, but I'm not convinced they're going to be able to do so. Mix is so strong, just him and the Necrophos charging through the fight. They'll take them both down. The decay, the damage is just stacking up far too much.
There it is. That's what we talked about. You need refreshers on your cores at this point. You cannot play without BKB. Necrophos damage is too high. You die within 10, you know, it's something like 15 seconds max, and all your health is gone. So
It
much
just
damage.
naturally disappears.
Yeah, so
9,900 damage dealt by the Necrophos in that fight. No one else came even remotely close.
Yep,
It didn't even look like he was doing much. He was just kind of wandering
no,
around,
he's just there. He's just in there.
just chilling.
And he presses Ghost Shroud, and everybody takes so much damage from the amp, from the amp and the hotstop aura. So you need BKB on, you need double BKB on DK and on Timbersaw. I think you even need BKB on, or potentially the refresher up on Pango as well to get the double rollout.
I'd say so. 2,700 damage dealt by Necrophos to the Dragon Knight.
That was a fight where Chen
Sorry,
ended
just
up,
with the Heartstopper.
Chen
4K
died
in total.
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But killing Chen is not really good if you're using your BKBs on them on the kill. So only Pangolia bought back for Nightballs, so it wasn't that big of a blow to their overall game. They can still do it.
What's our win probability looking like? Wow, 54%. For the side of Team Secret at the moment.
Right.
Anybody's game still, but taking this Aegis into account for the sniper, I mean, he's still not doing much. I'll be real. Xeni is struggling this game to really do a whole lot other than just sort of slightly click things from the side. When the Bristle starts to get the anti-armor going with the goo, then he's doing something. But at what point? I mean, am I underestimating the sniper? Is he doing more than I'm kind of?
It's really hard to say. I think most of the time he's just kiting the BKBs, and then after BKBs are out, then Necrophos kills them. I think you actually have to focus and kill this Necrophos, because I think it's too hard otherwise.
Radiant's bottom tower has
You
fallen.
have to
least
use
doesn't
your
have an
BKBs
Aegis.
to kill him. Yeah.
He's got so many Reaper scythe kills as well on Necrophos. 40 regen, just naturally.
Yeah. It's a lot.
At any given point, without doing anything, he's sitting at 222 regen, normally speaking. Throw some Sadist in there, and all of a sudden it's getting significantly larger. But 222 is a base. Gangnam Scepter, 50% of that means 111 AoE damage at all times. Cool.
Fresh on DK now. That's your double should double BKB. Timbersaw has his. He's had it for a little bit, I believe.
Yeah. What about a nullifier on the Dragon Knight? No, he's got the refresher.
He's running low on item slots as well now.
Definitely. Think you can
Also
maybe
getting
replace the
close.
silver? I don't
Getting
know.
close to the 60-minute items.
Yeah, we are.
And I wonder what that looks like. Who does that benefit? Is there some item that destroys something about this game?
I mean, there's obviously Giant's Ring. Is there ever a game for Unwavering Condition? Maybe on a support? I don't know.
I mean, doesn't that actually work against the Heartstop Aura?
It
Maybe
works
you just
against
get-
everything Necro does, yes.
You just get 5 Unwavering Armor. Or what is it called?
Unwavering Condition.
Unwavering Condition. Just get 5 of those items.
I've
and then
never
Necrophos
seen it
doesn't
picked
do
up,
anything.
ever, but...
This game, it's good. No doubt about it.
Okay.
I believe so. Because it's all about not dying to the Heartstopper.
Yeah, but your health gets auto set to 1,800.
Oh, does it? I've never.
I see. I was wondering
What on
why.
earth?
yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Okay.
No, it's not just a perma BKB.
Shit, I've
It's,
never seen this
Necro is on a cliff, which is a little awkward. He's going to refresh to get down, but he doesn't kill off the DK with that
Alright.
first ulti. And DK, he's got a refresher now, but he's going to use it to back himself away. Doesn't want to pop the BKBs just yet. Full disengage from Night Pulse here. They get Theolacor. They'll get themselves out. RBO's engagements are getting so insane, but we are hitting that 60-minute mark, which means we do get to see those items coming through.
Yep.
Uh-oh, Kadaro. Going for the TP. He's going to be dead.
It's so scary against Necro, right? Like, you get half HP, you just die to the Reaper, so... yeah. How long has how long has that item been in the game?
What, Unwavering Condition?
Yeah.
About a year, I would say.
Oh god.
I've never seen it. I've never seen anybody buy it.
I didn't actually even know that this existed. That's kind of...
That's all right.
embarrassing.
That's all right. You're one of the old boys club. All right, let's see what's going on here. We've got a Stygian Desolator coming out from the Pango. That's going to give him a huge damage increase inside of these fights. Double Pirate Hat so far. Both Desire and Cammy both grabbing a Pirate's Hat here. Presumably Desire for the attacks, for the dig, and Cammy for the attack speed.
I mean, Desire is looking to scale into becoming a physical damage war right now. And now they have 2 Pirates Hats, so getting a lot of gold, right? And then you're actually able to effectively transition. It's like, that's a thing. And I think also Arcanized Armor is really good for Timbo, right?
Yeah, that's a crazy good one.
It's also good to have these damage items that make sure that if you ever stun the Necro, you have enough damage to burst him, right? So these Pirate Hats and these Stygian Desolators actually might be a nice choice for them.
Agreed. Honestly, just
Magic
triggering that
Lamp.
Arcanist Armor, 40% damage reflection onto this Necro, like
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt.
Got Magic Lamp on Necro.
Yeah, that's
more
what Parker's
tankiness.
picked up.
And so he's gonna get healed for 1250 if you try to burst him. And a hard dispel. Okay, that's kind of nasty,
Okay.
right? So even if you hex him and try to burst him, he's gonna get his BKB off. He's gonna get his Ghost Shroud off.
That is
He has a
by
double
far-
heart. It's double
Yeah.
heart right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
It's double heart. So he deals just from without doing anything. He deals like with the Aghanims. What is that, like 80 damage a second? That's discarding anything else. So he backpack his Radiance. The heart probably deals more damage. We have Secret going high ground now.
We do, yeah, and they take it very, very quickly indeed. Ooh, big jump in from Davai, though, sitting on the front lines as they'll force out the BKB at least from the Necrophos. Necro, I think they're turning around with the Reaper's Scythe onto Davai, but doesn't see the opportunity to do so. The follow-up damage just isn't there at the moment. XNE is actually starting to click with the Stygian Deso. Best item he definitely could have found. Here comes the Dragon Knight. This guy is absolutely massive. He needs to stay on his targets. Currently, sharpshooters, assassinates, just shots across the bow here. Mixer's got to be careful. Davai Lama trying to anticipate the bristleback, I think, there. I think he was going to go up and try to hit them, but...
The calls of Secret are so tanky now. Both the Bristle and Necro. It's so hard to kill them.
Yeah, we're in some ridiculous late game.
Yeah, the fight for Night Pulse is a bit more tricky than I think for Secret right now. Secret kind of just has to stand their ground and do whatever, you know, like Necro, cast your spells, Bristleback. Whereas Night Pulse needs to be so wary of their BKBs. They need to use they need to hit their spells a lot more than Secret does, basically. So I think the fight is much easier for Secret.
It feels like Secret just have broken heroes at this point in the game. Like in the super late game, which we never thought we'd end up at. It doesn't feel like it's equal, but maybe the supports are where the difference is going to come in.
I mean, Necro at this point in the game doesn't feel like a Dota hero anymore, right? The hero has 200 HP regen a second and like 5,000 HP and so on. There's so many crazy things.
He's just juggling Heart and
Timber's
Radiance and Invaders, but look at the damage coming out here. They try to go with the Necro not being here, and it just completely goes against them. Davai Lama going to fire back into this and try to help out. It's going to be Assassinate following Warwick, though, and he's so slow from all the goo, just from rolling around and getting gooed up. He can't get away. Warwick desperately trying to escape this one, but double stun coming out from Fiolacore, holding Warwick down. Mixer desperately trying to finish the job, but he will be able to do so. The Pangolier is dead. No buyback available. The Reaper's Scythe onto the Dragon Knight. Another huge pick off here for the side of Secret. Are they finishing this one off? I think they might be. Kadaro is done. Buyback available from the DK now. They're going to need to find some magic here if they want to hold on to this game. Night Pulse, all the buybacks being used, but it's cost them nothing on the side of Secret so far.
Yeah, I feel like they can't do anything anymore. They're just too tanky on Dire. They have no damage.
You're running around with this melee Dragon Knight looking to try to turn the game back in his favor. I don't think so, buddy. They do get on the Sniper, but Sniper's got a BKB, the Chen's behind him, the heals are coming, and now in they go. Look at the Bristleback just forcing through everybody. Parker's on their faces as well, forcing them back into the fountain. I didn't think they're going to get there. Kadaro is gone, Desire's just melting. The damage from this Necrophos is absolutely insane. They're trying to hold here, Davai Lama trying to do something, but it's just not going to work. GG is called. Game 1, it will go to Secret in the end.
Crazy game, huh?
Yeah, that was nuts. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah, very, very crazy game for sure. But in the end there, I think you're on point. Just looks like Secret heroes are, I don't know, from a different game or something. It's Necrophos and...
Spirit and feel really good about it, I think.
I see what you mean. I mean, yeah, I think Night Pulse picks Earth Spirit no matter what. No matter what Secret picks. That's true. But
we'll see.
I'm always a little sus on this Enigma because I think it's a very hard hero to play. I don't think that many players, or it's not really about the players. It's just the hero in particular I think is very tricky to pull off. I think the item build is tricky. I think the positioning is tricky. It always ends up being. Even though your lane is winning really hard, it often always ends up in some sort of situation where you need to land a big black hole, and if you buy items to land a black hole early on, then you're not that strong going into mid game. You cannot transition your early game fairly. Like if you buy Blink Dagger early, if you buy BKB early, then you can't really use the fact that you're winning your lane. So, but if you buy drums, if you buy pipe, if you buy Crimson Guard, if you buy these type of items, then you don't have the BKB, you don't have the Blink Dagger. So I think it's it's very tricky, I think. So let's see if Davai Lama can do it.
Yeah, we saw the set build before in the Wallachia qualifiers. He played a bit of Enigma and had a lot of success with it, going for this Malefist focused build with Blink Dagger, Octarine later on.
Yeah. With the shard and stuff.
Shard, yeah, being the critical one. That looked really good. So there's ways you can play, skirmishing Enigma, Aura Enigma, Black Hole Enigma. This game in particular, obviously you're always going to have that Raw, which is going to be a big problem if you do go for the Blink BKB style mix.
It's also ET. ET ult is also something to play around. Not that you can cast the ET ult after Black Hole, but it's like something you have to think about. You can't build any items or play around it.
Yeah, it'll always be there. So we'll see how this lane goes, but already Puppey and Parker getting very busy onto Desire here, trying to get him down, but Parker's taking a ton of damage from these Eidolons as well. Look at how much damage Puppey's doing to these guys right now. Just click at him. I didn't see, did he do the cross-map Astral Spirit or something? Because he seemed to click really, really hard. I don't know.
Might have just been all the Eidolons plus the nukes and like double hero and
yeah.
3 Eidolons.
Honestly, that might be enough to just turn Puppey into a monster. He seems to be doing far too much damage in this lane at the moment. Maybe I underestimated Puppey. It wouldn't be the first time. Gotta pay respects to the goat. Mid lane, by the way, it's Spirit versus Tiny. Gonna be probably a relatively decent team for the time. He has a really, really good start, actually. 4x in it. He's got a great advantage at the moment. Of course, Warwick with the lane pushing in should be able to even the score a bit, but will still be 2 behind even if he gets every single one of these creeps, which he will not. Tiny's tended to struggle into these faster heroes. Heroes which can kind of outpace him, just, you know, deny him out and stuff. Ember Spirit being the kind of key in that regard. Where there's like no, like on paper, there's no hard counter between Ember Spirit and Tiny. And yet Tiny just struggles so much in that matchup just due to the speed which Ember casts spells and right clicks and everything. Seems to be a very difficult matchup for him. But not this time around. Spirit's a little slower than his brother. It's Desire catching a walloping from Puppey. Oh, you don't want this smoke.
Actually, Secret doing really well in all their lanes. That bottom lane, ET is just dominating them. Top lane, Beast has a completely free time as well.
Never really asked what you think. How do you think this game's going to go if you had to call it?
I think Secret Drafts is a lot more balanced. I think it's a little harder to play the Night Pulse draft, just because they rely so heavily on their ultimates.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Just the group up of Secret is once again so strong. Like it's like 20-25 minutes, 30-minute timing where they have this Beatmaster, they have Blink on Tiny, they have follow-up from the supports of Secret. And then the Drow, right, kind of countering out the Morphling.
Yeah, it's a great answer if Drow gets the space, if Drow doesn't get pressured, and so far it doesn't look like that's going to be happening, but again, we'll keep our eyes on Warwick. That is kind of going to be the make or break. I do feel like Night Pulse's draft is kind of entirely centered around how much Warwick can get done in the early parts of the game. Because if you just let this game kind of go on its rails, if everybody gets farmed, then you're going to feel really good on Secret. Because as you mentioned, the constant fighting potential is going to be really good, not just against its Night Pulse lineup, but also for the Drow to kind of farm up a bit and hit her timings rather than being forced into fights early.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think you also have a little bit of a... I don't think the synergy is that great on the side of Night Pulse's heroes. I kind of touched upon it in the draft that Nyx doesn't have this nice setup, doesn't have anyone to really play with. Enigma and Warlock overlap a little bit with their cooldowns. Doesn't always have to be a problem, but it could be.
Just watching
Puppey here.
Watching Puppey win the 2v1. You don't want it. You don't want to fight this guy. When will you learn? And the Methodical stepped up pretty damn high now. 12 stacks. See you later, buddy. But Warwick moves across, looking for the rotation onto the Drow. Kadara is here as well. They're going to try and take him down here. And I don't think Parker's living through this one. First rotation off the game is successful. They'll close down onto Parker and now look towards Puppey as well. I mean, this is first blood for the Elder Titan, not for the Drow. She didn't catch it there with the multi-shot. So, all in all, he's not going to be feeling amazing about this one, Parker.
I still feels okay. He's already level 4. And he, you know, how we talked about the drow problem is, can you get to level 6? Can you get through the laning phase with this hero? If you can, then this is very strong. Another thing we haven't touched upon is the Elder Titan versus Morphling matchup. That sometimes ends up being a big issue for the Morphling, just the fact that he can destroy all of Morphling's armor. Just like that, right? By being next to him.
Dire structures are fortified.
It's very, very annoying. And Puppy loves to make use of deconstruction. I think I said methodical earlier, but just sitting on heroes for a long time, letting it stack up. You know, people just don't seem ready for it a lot of the time. Kind of funny as we have a rolling up on the top side here. Theolical are in some trouble. And they should be able to take down the Mortar. One more rock will be required, but there it is. The refresh is there. And with the Fatal Bonds holding them together, Kadara's going to grab the kill. Theolical had no chance of getting out of that.
One combo that's actually completely ridiculous is the Warlock Earthbird. Like, they actually have the potential to 2v5 this game. Just the Fatal Bonds and the Magnetize that we just saw there. If that hits on multiple heroes, not just 2, but like if it hits on 3-4 heroes, they might just all die to random AoE Magnetize damage. So that combo has historically been like insane. In the times that Warlock has been popular in the past, it's one of the best combos with it.
I think you all need to make sure on the side of Secret that you've got a couple of Dispels lying around.
Yeah, true.
Manta on the Drow would help. Maybe a Greaves on the support. It doesn't look like either of them will be able to do that.
Those items are pretty expensive. Normally the Lotus Orbs, the Greaves, and the Heal Scepter maybe on ET somewhere down the line, but
potentially, yeah.
It's not really that consistent. A nice gate attempt here by Morph. A lot of heroes swarming to collapse on the Drow here. This could be massive. But it seems like kind of sniffing it out.
Sort of, but it doesn't really matter. They're just going to go super deep here, and Parker is gone. Tiny TPs, but it's a little bit too late here. Gonna try and do a bit of damage, really but Warwick's still on half health, and it's just getting more and more awkward here. The Eidolon army's already arrived, and they're just taking down hero after hero. Desire's going to fall, as Exony will be traded for it. Puppy also going to go down, and that's going to be Cammy picking up that kill as well on the Morphling.
Tiny TP'd in and died. That's really bad for him, for his game. And now the tower's gonna go down. Warlock hits his level 6 as well with the new
Black Grimoire.
Black Grimoire facet as well. Mid lane Teodlico also gets taken out by Earthbird.
Goodness.
Actually really strong start from Nightfalls, yeah. That move I felt like is Secret should have read that move realistically, because that's like the main weakness of Drow, is that exact move.
Middle tower is under attack.
It felt like they did kind of read it, but it was slightly too late, right? Drow had already started moving back, and then Nyx was on top of him.
It didn't really matter, right? You had to be not in that lane anymore. Even if you're under the tower, I don't think you're safe.
No. You have to have the Drow way back, and then the ET is the guy getting gone on, and you have you're prepared with multiple TPs and things like that.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, none of that happened. So it's going to put both the Morph and the Earth Spirit in a very good place when it comes to net worth, and in the game as well. Mixer sitting slightly behind the two of them, looking to try and get his Aghanim Scepter as quickly as possible. Any stacks been made? Yeah, a couple of stacks for the Beastmaster, going to help expedite his game a bit. Let's see.
Interesting TP here by Dalai Lama. He's being mid lane now. They're gonna smoke around. Maybe. Oh, this is a very cool move actually. Very. He saw it on the.
Yeah, they had an observer
so yeah, this is such a cool move actually. But the fact that it's sniffed out is kind of a big deal.
It may not matter though. Mixer's still hanging around. He's going under the tier 2 roll in. Yeah, it's not gonna connect. That roll needs to land, and well, they're gonna have to bring everybody to this, because you don't want to be losing out this ancient camp, but they're already getting taken down. Kadara is finding them all, and now the Parker! What is that TP? He's in so deep, he's gonna lose his life. Parker has gone out to Theolical, but Kadara's been traded. Still very tanky on the front lines here for the side of Night Pulse. A couple of these ancient creeps still alive as well. I don't know if they want to be fighting over these any longer though. Kadara with his golem. But again, I don't know. That TP from Parker was very, very ballsy.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But he probably felt like their Nightfall's on the run. We can chase them, right? That's probably the comms there, because Nightfalls were very deep. But I can't stress enough how important the fact that the Yodigar saw that smoke happen. It was such a good move, actually. Enigma TVing mid there, and then them smoking that fast onto the Beastmaster. If they kill the Beastmaster cleanly there and take the stack, I don't know, the game
It's very
could be over
broken,
from that
yeah.
move. Yeah, it's such a devastating move
Radiant's
there.
top tower is
But
under
it
attack.
turns out still pretty good for Nightfalls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not sad if I'm them. I think Kadaro ended up getting loads of the ancient creeps somehow, just by casting Fatal Bonds. So that's pretty neat for him.
They did use both the Black Hole and the Golem, but doesn't seem like Secret has a good way of capitalizing on these cooldown here.
By seeing the Drow. Didn't have any help with this one though, so... XNE getting jumped over in the mid lane here. They're trying to keep him alive, but beautiful avalanche toss
the
onto
damage.
3 heroes. See you later, XNE. Warwick getting low to the Beastmaster on the side. Beastmaster can't finish off the job though. The Roar won't be enough. Gadara healing him up as well with the upheaval, causing some real issues. Shadow word, sorry. As Warwick rolling around on the sidelines. And it's just going to be the Tiny going down and 0 cost for Night Pulse as they continue their chokehold on this game.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
actually, this Night Pulse lineup is working out a bit better than I expected. Honestly, it's really showing the strength of the Warlock Earthspirit together and the Enigma from laning phase. I like the active approach that Avalama has in this game. So a lot of pressure on Secret for sure. Like, it seems very hard for them to get out on the map. Once again, we see the Tiny Blink Dagger being kind of a detriment. It's still like 600 gold away, 650, so it's kind of slow, right? And they needed badly to set up any kind of counterplay onto Nightfall's Zeros.
Yeah, he's not too far away now, but those timings are going to come in a little bit later than anticipated for pretty much everybody on the side of Team Secret. They will hit the timings, and it will be strong when you have this Aghanims on Mixer, this Blink Dagger on the Tiny, and once again they're going to interrupt the stacks.
Nuke's position.
Dire's middle
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
This is also massive.
Yeah, they're going to be sharing them.
Radiant's top tower
Mostly going to the Morphling, taking a whole bunch of those big creeps. Oh, that feels so good for Kami. He's just in the front lines now, trying to jump onto Puppy. Golem coming down off the Olicor and XNE as a split fight takes place, but Mixer just having to run himself away from the Morphling here. Doesn't want anything to do with these guys. Black Hole going to come in
Black
onto
Hole.
Theolicor, because why not? Take him down, make sure that Muerta is dead. Mixer trying to run himself out. He might just survive this one yet. Whoop, in comes Warwick in through the back lines, finds the hero, but trades his life for it. XNE is ready. Good bait, good catch. Backing away on Drow here as well. Can't really use the multi-shot with his Constant Malefice is coming out onto him. A reasonable hold for the side of Secret, but still not looking fantastic as Puppy sees Kadara here, but by himself can't really do a whole lot.
Wisdom.
Oh, Desire, no way. He gets it. That's rough.
Still, I think a bit overly aggressive by Nightballs. It doesn't seem like these type of fights benefit them if they trade even when they're so far ahead. They use both Black Hole and Golem for... this is not the most effective use of their spells. So the Black Hole on a 10% HP Muerta would have probably been just collateral damage from like random spells being thrown out afterwards. Still a nice 4k lead for them.
Yeah, they're very comfortable. Be careful not to give anything more away than this. And again, if I mean, Secret are just going to keep on trying to play like this, you know, play around the Beastmaster in the front. Hopefully he gets his Aghanim soon and he can start living through some of these fights. And then you can jump in and out on the Tiny. Find those pickoffs as they try to deal with your Beastmaster, and Drow can just poke in from the side. Like, their team fight strategy makes a lot of sense on Secret. It's very straightforward. But you do need this Aghanims on the Beastmaster. You need the Beastmaster not to just be dead in 5 seconds. And these constant invades onto the triangle just messing with Mix's ability to farm up these ancient stacks.
They know Nyx is here.
They certainly do. They're going to go on him and just try and blow him up. The Stomp is going to come down. He does get off the spiked carapace, but Desire is still going to drop. But look at this damage coming on through right now. Oryx in deep, trying to get on top of the Parker. And Parker, well, won't be tanky enough. He is going to fall. The Roar won't be enough to save him. Good damage come out onto the two of them, but of course still plenty of health left as the Tiny's going to get left behind by his team. Drops as well. 1 and 2 dead on the side of Team Secret. Night Pulse, they're back in the driving seat.
Can more teams start picking Warlock? This hero is so incredibly strong.
It's so good.
I actually don't understand how nobody has been playing this hero the last half year. None of the top teams have been picking it up. It's so incredibly strong.
Yeah, these fatal bonds are looking completely ridiculous in combination with the AoE damage. And think about the amount of AoE damage in the game right now. Like, this could work not just with Earth Spirit, but Bristleback as well.
I mean, his Shadow Word has also been buffed to the point where it not only heals, but it also deals damage to allies around it.
Neat.
I encourage people to actually read his spells, because they're all so fucking strong now.
Do some reading, you know.
We need to see more Warlock. Zero is too good to be ignored like this.
And let's not forget everybody's favorite, the book.
Yeah, the book, like, one of the issues that the hero had maybe in the past was to get a 6, right? But now you have a pretty much free guaranteed level 6 with your facet. I mean, Draug is one of the carriers that does not necessarily mind playing from this type of situation.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's not ideal, but it is one of the heroes that can come back from this type of deficit, especially against a hero like Morphling, who can explode the Drow damage.
Yeah, you catch him on high agi, and Drow's just going to put an end to him so quickly. 3-4 shots, as long as you get a marksmanship in there, and it's game over for the Morphling.
But I really think that it is up to Night Pulse to overextend into Secret once again, a little bit like last game, right? They have this really strong lead, and it's hard for Secret to fight unless Alliance Kidaru, unless Night Pulse, yeah, kind of overextends and dives into Secret. What do we have for Davai Lama? Still has the drums. What by his courier? So he has a full pipe. Okay.
Into the pit. Davai Lama and Kami taking down Roshan very quickly indeed with all of these Eidolons, with the Vlads also helping out on the Morphling. They'll be able to take this Rosh down. It doesn't look like they're aware or care on the side of Secret, one or the other. Ages for the Morphling. Their advantage continues on the side of Night Pulse. And what do they do with this advantage? So just giving some info, seeing who's around, sees that Mix is farming this area of the map. Doesn't really make too much of a difference to anything. Not a hero he could ever bring down. Even with a level 2 or 3 Dagon wouldn't be enough.
Would love to see Davai Lama go straight for the blink here instead of the Boots of the Bearing. Like Boots of the Bearing is a debate. So much gold it costs for the recipe.
Yeah, he's not at charges yet, is he?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Stomp coming down from Puppy, just trying to delay them as they approach the middle tower. Oh, it's getting a little scary from Secret. They're going to be forced into response eventually, or are they? Smoke up. Night Pulse, looking to try and catch out something
right
on the
on top
Ancients
of
once
the,
again.
right at the timing of the Tormentor here.
Yep.
Secret aren't careful afterwards. This could be pretty bad for them.
They're going to get it. Mix thinking of sticking around. Thankfully, doesn't do so. Backs himself out. Night Pulse will be left empty-handed for now.
Nick still doesn't have speed. Surely you want to buy boots, right?
He's living
He was so slow at this there in Vendetta.
that scuttle.
Come on, don't buy Dagon 2. Buy boots, bro.
I know my desire. He's sticking with it. Yeah.
Radiant's top
Come on,
tower
man.
is
Look
under
at how slow he
attack.
runs. There's no way you don't buy boots.
So miserable to watch.
What is that?
Dire
This is
are
actually, to me, this
He's
looks
about
like
to get
griefing.
overtaken by a courier, dude.
Secret is looking to maybe defend this one.
standing.
Well,
Radiant's
they're a
top
bit late if they were.
tower has fallen.
Tower's already dropped. Tier 2 dead.
Radiant's
Nine Pulse
middle
really
tower
doing
is
whatever they
under
want at
attack.
the moment. Except walking very quickly. And they're excessing. Oh, here we go. Fight breaks out. Damage coming in. They're just trying to blow up Davai Lama straight off the bat. And they're going to be able to do exactly that as Drow goes in, tries to get herself away from the fight. She spent the whole fight just running away from Warwick here. But Warwick has a haste rune, will not leave her alone. Parker cannot get away. He will go down. And a tip comes out from Davai to his teammate as well. It's now the cleanup begins. The Oligories, the speck of dirt remaining on the windscreen, gets thumbed away by Warwick here. It's a triple for the Earth Spirit. Oh my goodness, this game is just completely destroyed by this constant Earth Spirit in the fights.
Yep, Warlock Earth Spirit, man.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they've spotted Mixer as well. Mixer has the blink over to the trees. We'll be
Dire's
okay.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle
Look
tower
at this nukes.
has
I
fallen.
can't take it actually how slow he is. $310 MS, dude. Goddamn.
This is so painful. I don't understand how he's playing the game like this.
He might catch the Beast.
Beastmaster?
but
Can he do
there's
anything about the Beastmaster?
Nah, nobody can really follow up.
Level 2 Dagon, he built it for a reason. Sees the Beastmaster, slow to react though.
No way, it's enough damage.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. So
He,
let's take
he
some good
scouts him out
information.
though. This is a good scout. What?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
Warwick might get caught.
Oh, it's a good catch. It's a very good catch indeed. They'll toss it back, but he's got a BKB. He drops everything, including his ultimate. And that BKB to try to set up for a decent fight here, but he could just be baiting. His Desire's going to get dragged in. Tries to blow up Mixer. Almost does it. The Morphling comes through. Gets the double.
Oh,
See you
nice
later.
black hole.
Black hole. Catching them both out. See you later. Tiny Theolical also got a drop. As Dream taken down everybody. What an ultra kill for the Morphling.
Damn, that's so much explosive damage. I mean, you see why Morphling is so... why the Zero is first pick, right? It's just such a crazy amount of damage.
Yep. Drops out the Kanda, immediately finds a perfect opportunity to use it. Takes down 2 heroes instantly.
Radiant's bottom
Just
tower
rocking through the
is under
fights.
attack.
Very, very
Radiant
swag for
structures
Dream
are
there.
fortified.
Dream, Cammy, cut. I don't know, whatever you want to call this guy. He's a man of 1,000 names at this point.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yep.
But it's very early on. Respawn cooldown's pretty short, so getting anything more from this is not going to happen.
Oh, they see the Drow Ranger. In trouble.
Parker, oh, he's gone. The damage is too much. He hasn't got a Manta, hasn't got a BKB, hasn't got a leg to stand on. Getting to the point where I'm wondering how long Secret are going to stay in this anymore. It doesn't feel like they can get anything done.
They will stay in it until take... I think you have to take the throne from Secret this game. They have the Drow Ranger, they have the Elder Titan. You're not gonna... You have to break the base and kill them and stuff. 'Cause it's still so hard for Night Pulse to actually end the game if Secret heroes are alive.
Yeah, there's always that threat. But talking about threats, Morphling currently sitting with a double damage rune in his bottle. He's been
Oh,
smoked
damn.
up. He's got a Kanda. It's his... Someone's going to get shotgunned.
You kind of have so much damage now that you could potentially think about jumping the base. You're gonna kill so many heroes, like in the surprise factor. You know, you just kill people
Yeah.
in 2 seconds. So we're still kind of looking at to see if they can catch somebody. Nigma is under vision here.
Okay,
The
toss
golem's
back
gonna come.
on to Davai. They do have a golem to throw down to try and get him out of there. As once again, Warwick just jumping onto the front lines, trying to get heroes
Oh
beaten
my
on
God.
down here. But I mean, it's just not fightable.
No,
Dream do far
That's it,
too
I
much.
think.
Turns into the drought. Multi-shot comes down.
no buybacks.
It just feels like everything's just a distraction for the Morphling. The DD Morph ripping through everyone. The temptation of Davai Lama was just too much. Nice man to dodge there from the Drow Ranger, but the multi-shot following, blocked by the illusions. Won't be catching Parker today. Puppy going to try and be as annoying as possible with his astral spirits. 2 seconds on the Muerta, 8 seconds on the Tiny, 12 seconds on the Beastmaster. That will not be enough to keep their barracks alive. Bottom melee's gone, and bottom ranged is gone as well. I'll leave Desire behind, who's just kind of accepted his death. Fair enough. The level 4 Dagon bootsless Nyx Assassin, okay.
Yeah.
"27 minutes in, 2 barracks down, 19k gold advantage. Nightpulse could not be in a better position unless the Ancient was on 1 HP.
This one looks
Dire's middle
this
tower
one
is
looks
under
real
attack.
hard for Secret. They're still trying it out, of course, but yeah, it seems like almost an impossible task.
Puppy's losing his life here as Warwick just plonks him. Click, click, click. Oh my god! I just clicked on the drow for half a second.
He calls it.
Oh my god.
He doesn't want to play this game anymore. I can't blame him, right?
Dude, he just got taken out back and shot by Dream. Like he was just farming on the lane. I mean, he wasn't full health, but just one waveform, one candor, he's just gone. That was such a brutal way to die. I'm not remotely surprised. We saw Nightpulse play last game. You know, they weren't really too fussed about chaotic offering. They didn't really play around it. It was just another tool in their toolkit. But really, they were playing pretty fast, with or without it.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah. I mean, you play around the Warlock, other spells. This game, they also don't have to. They can use Brewmaster Split for one fight, right, with Fatal Bonds, and then they can use another fight where Brewmaster just tanks, and then they have the Golem. So it's like it doesn't have to be all fights, all spells being used in the same fight.
Oh boy.
It feels like both teams have a lot of potential to snowball this game, though.
Yeah.
I don't think we're looking at a game 1 60-minute style match here. I feel like once this TB gets ahead, hits Guardi and all those timings, then it's going to be very difficult for
30 seconds to battle.
TA and Visage to kind of stand their ground against him. But at the same time, if Secret get rolling with this snowballing lineup, the anti-armor is
Yeah.
going to feel very oppressive to play against as well. So
I agree. I think Secret's draft relies a little bit more on winning their lanes and snowballing, making it hard for Brewmaster to use his spells, Warlock use his spells, stuff like this. Make the map really big. I think that's it's good. Also utilize the Nyx
battle
Assassin,
begins.
catch people.
yeah, it's going to be a good next game for sure. He's got a lot of action to make happen.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice Snook's game because he can find kills with any 3 of his cores, right? One
Exactly.
TA melt or one Weaver following up, one Visage. It's gonna be a kill.
Yeah, very nice. And Visage always appreciates someone, even in a team fight, going in and dropping some heavy nukes onto a single target. It's going to power up his soul assumption quite quickly to just take somebody out. Visage is such a good follow-up hero. He's not a good initiator himself. So we'll see how that works. And most importantly, how's things going in our Radiant safe lane? It's Parker Weaver versus Davai Lama Brewmaster. These lanes have been spicy every single time. this time around. I feel like it's a bit of a natural advantage to Parker here. Don't see how the Brewmaster's going to be able to close the gap on the Weaver very easily, although the harassment is okay once the Tusk starts laning.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a Weaver favorite. And also, just ET Weaver is just such a ridiculously strong lane, but I think Brewmaster is one of those heroes that does not need the best lane still to be effective. We see him here, gonna pull the other wave, while Tusk is doing some shenanigans with the initial wave, so a lot of wave shenanigans going on here.
I don't know what they're up to, but they're up to something. And now pulling another wave on Tusk? No, he's not going to pull that one, okay. But he's going to get the courier.
Has been killed.
Yeah. I think he actually wanted to pull the second wave as well. I mean, he couldn't have, right? Yeah, he couldn't have. You need to grab them between the full camp. They don't aggro.
Watching Desire walk around with this creep wave for the past 10 minutes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, they'll be able to reset the wave now. Desire comes in, leading his merry band of creeps along with it. He'll hold them here under the tower whilst the next Dire creep wave comes and joins, and then this should be the wave reset. Unless Parker wants to hold this wave here as well, which I think he might. Or drag them back over, perhaps. Let's make the wave push in for the Dire. Oh yeah, it's all this wave pushing shenanigans. It's come screaming back the other way. Alright. And there's just a courier sitting here, by the way. So Parker will kill that. A bit of a miss micro from Desire. As Warwick's actually been sent back to base.
Yeah, this TA matchup is not fun for Pango.
Yolo coming to secure the water rune, which means he gets no refill. Nobody looks like they're dying on the side of the Dire, which means Warwick walks all the way back, allowing the TA just to completely free farm and free deny everything.
I think actually Pango might have only lost at least one creep walking back.
It doesn't look too bad on the LCS chart at the moment.
So he walked back to base, but he did it very efficiently when the when the creeps were in his tower.
Yeah. Lose too much then, but we'll be a little bit disappointed about not being able to grab it. Yep, getting beaten on down. He's going to survive it though. Hoppy and Parker don't have enough.
Hoppy's very low. He might die to Tusk here.
Yeah, Desire coming in.
Kind of a blunder from him.
A little bit. Davai and Desire will be the ones to get first blood down here. Puppy goes down.
Who wants to be second?
That's a really nice start for Desire, who's just really had so little out of this laning phase so far, running around in circles with these creeps. But now, being chased a little bit by Parker. He's got his Fairy Fire, but the Lotus, sorry, but we'll use it.
Top lane potentially could be a lot of pressure coming in here. The wave pushing in. Seems like the Ulicker is not looking to do that.
Trying to cut the courier instead, and he is going to find it. Bye-bye raindrops. Well, a huge loss for Kadara there, but definitely something he would have liked to try and save himself getting absolutely blasted by a soul assumption. Raindrops always very important in a Visage lane. So at the moment, mid's going very, very well for the for the Templar Assassin, as we sort of anticipated. The Weaver also farming really nicely. Really, it's the offlaners on both sides which are struggling to get anything. Mixer's getting nothing from the top lane. Davai Lama's getting very little from bottom as well.
Yeah.
The kill went to Desire, not to Davai. Davai had no part in the kill as well, so that's not going to help him out at all either. Just make him feel generally pretty sad in this lane. So early advantage going to Secret, that's for sure. Just due to XNE having such a good time. That swings the advantage in their favor. But, you know, it's a Templar Assassin. I don't know how much you can do with a good start on this hero. It's not like she's immediately going to start moving around and killing people. Probably going to be a bit of a
it's a bit
farming
slower
stall
for sure. It's Depends on also the item that he chooses to go, right? Some people can even rush Blink pretty early. Top lane.
Kadara
This might get his first kill here.
looking like it. Yep, in comes the damage.
Nice.
It's not enough though. Kadara healing up with his Shadow Word, with a stick. And Mixer won't be converting
nice,
on that. It feels really bad with the death toll facet as well.
Yeah.
Like he's really hoping to be able to get that. But
Sure. Very important to not give this guy any kills. You can also see it in his net worth, right? He doesn't. He really relies on getting kills.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh, okay. It's very annoying, these courier snipes, for sure. It's a full power threat on Terrorblade.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
yeah, this is just constantly Theolicor playing on the next assassin, poking him behind. Myers Heroes felt so good
Radiant
recently.
are scanning.
Killing some couriers as we head towards that 7-minute mark. And Kadaro, he's going to go take a little look, but won't be able to contest the next assassin.
Terrorblade is here though with meta.
I don't know actually. Theolicor, no, he's got the stun. He's going to be fine. There you go. He has the wisdom.
You're in very deep here though. This could be. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to go down on some heroes here for Night Pulse. The question is if you can get anything in return here. I think you can't. I think your Terrorblade is just going to die here. You don't have boots.
Well,
Warlock's for sure dead. I mean, you're really going to feed away 2 kills to the Visage Soul Assumption here? That seems like a big misstep actually by Night Pulse. Go for this move. So you had your own Wisdom Rune secured, right, by the Tusk.
Yeah, Tusk got his. Cammy can TP out though, right?
That is correct. This pause might actually give him the chance to consider what's happening. He's even say Tusk just pinged his tower. So I think Terrorblade is going to TP to tier 1, and then only the Warlock will die. Then it's not bad, right? Then it's actually kind of Nightpole's favor, just because TA TP'd, Elder Titan TP'd, giving a bunch of space for the Pango as well to breathe mid lane.
Yep, here we go. Closer.
Oh my god.
Oh, they almost both escaped. If Katara got out there, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. I think if he had hit more in the tree somehow, like he might have actually gotten out too.
Yeah, that would have been really interesting.
Look at this TP by Tusk. It's actually a very cool move.
Yeah, Desire
The meta is still up a bit.
Warwick as well, also coming in. Everybody's in the neighborhood, but oh my goodness, those shots were bad. Let's see if we can get a follow-up onto Mixer though. Mixer, he is going to eventually lose his life, but not maybe before bringing Desire down with him, so it'll be a trade. Warwick running over to the Terrorblade. TB, of course, no longer having Metamorphosis, so ouch. Puppy. Ouch. Jesus.
Oh my
He's
God.
clicking so hard. Run. They've got a stun available on Theolicor. Puppy might just be able to click the guy down. One more click. Puppy brings him down. It's a double kill for the captain as they keep it on going. Warwick's going to be the next target here. And he's also losing his life by Pangolier. Oh my god.
That's actually very unexpected outcome suddenly. It looked so good. Such a good move by the Tusk and the Pangolier, but the fact that he missed his shot made the kill so awkward on Visage, which then caused all of this snowball.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, those was really, really unfortunate with those shards.
is under attack.
Big miss. Alright, a bit of a reset here for Night Pulse. There's a series of bad moves from them. Puts them in a bad laning phase into a really terrible laning phase. Cammy's still just trying to farm up on the TB, but Parker, he's doing that thing he does. Winning his lane, getting a lot of farm under his belt.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Going for the nice quick maelstrom here as they jump Desire in mid. Move it over,
This time
looks
we
to
have
convert.
this time we have Nightballs behind a bit with the supports.
Yeah, they are a little bit weaker as Theolicor. He's going to lose his life to Warwick and Davai Lama here. Davai gets the kill. A little too deep there for Theolicor. The rest of Secret, though, they're well back now. Not entertaining that fight any further, not entertaining the tower push any further. The tower already very, very low.
Ooh, Puppy might get caught here by the split of Dalai Lama if he wants to use it.
He's going to have to, because otherwise he's going to get killed off by the Weaver. Puppy,
for sure.
Jesus, how fast is this guy? Oh, he got a double kill, so he got the phase boots from the last place, so he can actually just run away. Dalai Lama left empty-handed, but maybe not. Going for the Weaver. Well, time-lapse is available, but the Cyclone is going to make it kind of annoying to try and drop that time-lapse, but Dalai Lama still low, coming out the other side of the Brewlings and losing his life.
Meanwhile, top, you have the Terrorblade and the Warlock putting pressure on this tier 1, so not as bad as it might look. This was also the tier TPing, right? So pressure off the Pangolin as well. I mean, obviously not ideal. I think if he split a little bit earlier, maybe he could have gotten more spells off from his Brewlings. All things considered, they get a tier 1, or like they trade tier 1s.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and Nightpulse making the best of a bad situation.
Sure. Got Warlock 6 now. I wonder if they're gonna make some kind of smoke play with that and try to use that golem.
Guess we'll see.
Maybe the secret will just
Kind
come
of getting
directly
it
to you.
gifted here, but next time he moves the other direction, gets himself out of dodge.
Bottom. Ooh, nice jukes by
There it
Lama.
comes. The golem comes down, the Yoloclaw goes down as the Weaver on the run and will not be dropping here, killing off Dalai Lama. Once again, Weaver getting the kill.
They kind of got a wasted golem there, right? You take that easily as a Nyx. So golem is on cooldown, but he's gonna farm on some ancients. So too bad.
Desire. It's a little bit of a cat and mouse game being played by Weaver and Tusk down at bottom. Weaver on low health, Desire with plenty left. Looking to punch him in the face. Stun out onto Kadaro. Gonna be a lot of damage coming out as XNE slides in on this fight here, but maybe punish as the Rolling Thunder's coming down. XNE needs some help. He's trying to escape. Puppy buying him some time, but the Rolling Thunder in the river. It's a curse you can't escape from. He's going to drop his Puppy on the run as well, or keeps on chasing. Puppy, though, turning around. He says, you want to mess with me? I want to mess with you. Barker bouncing around the fight as well, looking for a target. Constant stuns coming out here. What is happening to Team Secret as they've lost their their 2 and their 3 right here?
That was a crazy. Did you see Terrorblade? Where at the angle he came from? Tier 1 is still up. That was such a nice move actually by the TP there.
No, I didn't spot it.
Also, TP Blink Dagger actually ending up getting him killed there.
Yeah, big time. TPing in the trees, maybe they can keep this one going. Let's see, XNE, can he find the angle of the rotation? Not really, it's the Yoloclaw trying to come in through the back door, but once again getting jumped upon. All of the Brewlings upon him. The rest of the team on the side of Secret just not really looking to play this one. They back themselves away massively.
Very big stuff from Nightpulse.
Yep.
They actually kind of killed a 4K lead there. To be careful they don't overstay their welcome here. Still a lead for Secret, but
Dire's top
nice
tower
kills for
is
them.
under attack.
You don't really want to fall behind against Secret. They have a lot of farming potential.
Yeah, I mean, Weaver is very fine, but you can't afford to throw that many more kills away, I think, as Secret. Your draft does not scale as well as Nightpulse's.
No.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, there's a Blink Dagger on Tusk. How the hell did
This
he
could
get
be
that?
really big.
It's actually very impressive that he managed to get the gold for that this game. Maybe he got some kills or something. He has 4 kills.
He's got 4 kills, 2 assists. He's doing good. Invis as well. So
Terrorblade, bottom.
oh, this is a big target. It's a big target to bring down. Holy. Going in for the Wisdom Rune and fighting a Terrorblade instead. That is a great trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's a really big death as Desire.
Dire's
Nightfalls has pretty much all their cooldowns up. Still a little bit off from Brew Split, but he's just farming away. We also almost have Diffusal Blade up on Pango there, so it's gonna be strong timing for Nightfalls.
Yeah. Warwick, Diffusal Blade. Very soon, yeah. That's it does change things a lot for them because it just means that it's TA. Once she's in, she's in. We did see that last time where she blinked and immediately died, but with no BKB on the horizon for XNE, it's kind of commit.
Here's the smoke from Nightfalls.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Going
under
for the Weaver. Oh, they see the TA. Much better target.
Yeah, definitely. Punch up, taken down. Golem coming down onto him as well. Warwick with the Rolling Thunder coming out from the sidelines, and no one's going to be able to save this Templar Assassin.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the TA who won his lane really hard and had his top net worth is suddenly not looking that scary. His net worth is still good, but it's not the same TA as the carry TA that buys Desolator on Dragonlance and goes into Roshan. This is more like a... yeah, not really the same. So even though Secret still has a 1k lead, I would say the pace of this game is favoring Nightfalls quite a bit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I would agree. They've just shown a lot more... gonna give away the Arcane, and Shard's not quite on point there, so Theolicor could back himself out. Very hard to catch him with the Scuttle anyway there.
Rue has also had so much time top lane to himself. Almost has a Radiance now.
Yeah, he's kind of online, but in comes the Earthsplitter to kill off Desire. That's a nice catch here from Theolicor and Puppy. There's the supports getting some magic done, and interesting item queued up from Puppy here. Feeling like he's going to have to take matters into his own hands, perhaps, as he queues up the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think they're going to need that extra core in this game.
I agree.
Later on.
Davai being seen a little bit here. Going to be forced to use the split if he wants to survive. A little bit mistimed there on the stomp, so the Panda's just going to kind of run around.
I think he's fine with that, honestly. Doesn't really matter that much for him. I think he really just wants to get to his Radiance right now.
Definitely.
Better use the split than die and delay that. Coming in on the courier, if he gets healed up, they can still fight. I don't think Secret will expect this type of move from Nightfalls. The split was just used, right?
Yeah, no, it'd be really hard.
Secret could be...
Rosh.
Nux will spot it out though.
Ooh. Warwick thinking of going for the Rolling Thunder. Doesn't commit to it though. Backs away. There's Parker coming out the pit to see what's going on. Utilizing the fact that he's the Weaver to do a bit of scouting. Sees a target hit. Oh, that's annoying with the traps coming out as well. But the turnaround coming from Nightfalls. They're trying to bring down Parker. Oh, he just about gets off the time lapse in time. So close to just getting dropped 100 to 0 there. But they didn't have the lockdown between these heroes.
They don't.
It's actually very tricky for them to ever blow up the Weaver.
The cooldown on the ult is kind of a big deal, and it's really hard to kill the Panda now that he has his Radiance and with his team around. You also have the Snowball save. So this just stalled out the Roshan attempt, and now Secret has to back off.
Really high strategy coming out here, but nice stun onto 2. Snowball save comes out though from Desire, also saving from the Earthsplitter as well. Really nice work from Desire here, chasing forward, looking for Puppy. Again, XNE just getting off big damage, and they will kill off the Tusk after all. The goes down as well. Warwick rolling through everybody. The TA cannot get away. There's that Diffusal Blade coming into play along with the upheaval. They're stuck in the soup. Puppy and XN will be dropping.
Yeah, I mean, Secret actually cannot teamfight, right? Into Brew split. He didn't have it there, but there's still Pango ultimate. There's still Warlock, all Warlock spells. Not even the Golem, but also Fatal Bonds, Evil. It's so difficult to fight into this for Secret. And their heroes just don't... Yeah, I don't know. Like, what does Visage do in this game? What's his role,
Visage is useless. He's completely useless.
He's pretty useless, yeah.
I'm not gonna...
He's gonna have a pipe soon, but then he's just a walking pipe, it feels like. His birds don't do anything.
Nice. That's very close. Theolicor doesn't quite land it, or it gives him the tip, and Theolicor's going to come through the other end of the portal and actually might not be too happy about this. The birds are coming, but the split's going to be there, and that will allow them to kill off the Oligor. Parker does come through, looking for a pick-off or something here. Puppy's in the neighborhood as well. I don't really know what can be found. There's the dust coming out. Whoa, TA's in. Okay. This is a kind of messy skirmish, but Secret's heroes are going to thrive in.
Solo to the brew right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I understand Secret. They're a bit frustrated, right? There's no ultimates. We gotta go right now. No meta. But I don't know. Their heroes are just not strong enough. The TA does almost no damage. The Visage doesn't do much. Yeah, it's a very tough spot for Secret. They must be feeling the pressure pretty hard with their draft against the Night Pulse. Very, very strong and solid lineup here. Just look at Terrorblade's item queued up. Orchid. Also very nice choice here against the Weaver.
I love that.
Gonna put a lot of pressure on him. He went for Gleipnir here, so he does not have a way to get out of Orchid.
No,
and at some point he's gonna want to buy BKB, I think, and BKB is not the best option for Orchid, right? You want something low cooldown that's less committal than BKB is. So if you start going like Manta now, then your BKB is gonna be very late. Okay, Nux might find something here. Nope.
He's deaf?
He's gonna get found.
Yeah. He found the end of his own life. Unlucky. Always worth it to try for these tormented timings on the Nyx Assassin. Didn't quite work out. There's a wisdom rune here as well. Then to grab.
Top lane, TA, not again. Where are you gonna blink?
He does have to blink away at least. They're gonna find her in the tree line.
Oh my god!
Just about making it out.
Yeah.
That was close.
That was very close.
Are scanning.
Almost another death for Exony, but luckily blinking away after the roll connects, getting himself out to safety. This is a tricky game to play, and it's going to get trickier once this Orchid's finished from the TB.
Precious bounty.
He's just a cornucopia away from having a real chance at just disrupting this game. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Little golem in the middle lane now.
Harass golem.
Yeah,
farming golem.
Yeah, look at this little lane. Whoa, hold on. Bait golem. No, never mind. Time lapse comes out.
Oh boy.
He might have felt like if he doesn't drop the golem, the Weaver can actually like kill him. So
Potentially. Or lulling them into a false sense of security golem.
yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, the golem lasts a long time. He's gonna get a lot of farm out of this one. If there's a fight occurring now, he can still use the golem to hit, so it's not the end of the world, honestly. Warlock is so much more than just a golem anyways.
He really is. He's a real boy. They'll push in here, and even if they don't find a hero, they're gonna find a tormentor. And they're not being subtle about this Night Pulse. They are fully happy to...
Are you really gonna try to take the Tormentor against 5 secret heroes? I don't know, this seems very risky, I think. Maybe you go for it. The armor is getting very low. You could pop it pretty quickly here. Yeah, you're gonna do it.
That Weaver helping out.
Yeah, it actually helped out a lot there.
Helped out a ton, didn't it?
Yeah, it made it very possible. Whoops. Smoked up here.
Oh, Theodicor looking for the backline catch, and they're going to find it. Desire's the one who's going to go down, not be the first casualty of this fight. Secret, though, just looking to back themselves away after this. This is exactly what they want to do with this draft. Poke in, get a kill, run away. Don't let them catch you inside of 5-on-5. But Desire, there's the silence, there's the Orchid coming out. Parker, he's in trouble, but a beautiful sleep comes out from Puppy and saves the day. Yeah. The Weaver escapes. And now, well, they'll keep on gaining space on this map, but they won't be getting the kills.
What the fuck? It's like, what are you gonna do as Weaver now? How are you gonna ever enter a fight? You see this Orchid, right? You have to dodge until you have BKB, but
it's even not too far away.
Even with the BKB, it's not like you can stand and man fight all of Night Pulse's stuff, right? So yeah, it's such a tough spot for Parker to be in right now. And you're gonna
It's always the pokey fun game for Parker. I don't think he's ever gonna go in for a big fight until he's got like Scardy and.
You don't really have an offlane in this game, unfortunately.
No.
So a lot of the problems are on your shoulders to fix. Crimson Guard up on Brewmaster. It's gonna be very low on damage on Secret.
Yeah, they don't really do much in the way of magic damage, do they?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They don't really do much damage at all, in fact.
Not really.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This game doesn't even have Desolator. It's kind of lacking at the moment.
Brew might die here. See if they can kill him.
Yeah, he got him surrounded. Split is available.
Oh, he got Crimson off.
And he's got to get it off. Oh, no.
Yeah.
And maybe it's actually Theolicor going down. And
disaster.
Maybe it's Puppy going down. Oh, no.
Absolute disaster, actually.
Yeah, that is.
If you can't kill the Ruler in that type of situation with 3 heroes ready on top of him, I don't know how this game is gonna play out for you, right? Like, what happens next time when Warlock is behind? You're 5-on-5. Like, how are you supposed to play this game? I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Misery, it's
seems
starting
like
to smell an
Seems
awfully
like an
lot.
impossible game to come back in, honestly. Like, not like I think the second game even had a higher chance with the Drow Ranger.
Wow.
This one seems... Yeah, this one's a bit rough.
Starting to smell a lot like Dabai Lama.
Radiant's bottom
Getting the
tower
better.
has fallen.
Yep. Beating out Parker.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Can even go high ground. No split. They still have the Golem, they still have the Rolling Thunder, they still have the meta. They have the Orchid as well, and no BKB yet on Parker. He is getting gold enough to buy it now.
Yeah, he's just been able to
I don't
farm
know if
it.
it changes much.
Does he even run back though? I don't know, man. Stay on map, get more
stall.
farm. He's just not a hero
They're
at the
not-
moment.
Secret will not give up the full racks, I think. Tower perhaps.
Radiant's bottom tower
People flanking from behind. They don't know about the BKB, so... Let's see a throw here, maybe.
The Oracle sitting in a good
little
position.
ballsy.
It's bold, isn't it? It's going one way or the other, that's for sure. Here we go, jump in on the backline. Theolicor comes rolling across. They'll target Kadara down here, and they might just be able to kill him off. But no, Snowball buys him a bit of time as they turn it around with Theolicor instead. Finally, Kadara will drop. They see Parker on the backlines, but they can't get on top of him. Don't forget, he has this BKB available as a very risky Sunder coming out from the Terrorblade. They will not be able to keep Davai Lama alive, I don't believe, though. He's getting very low. Although that said, 2 seconds until the split. This could be really bad now for Team Secret. They'll punch up the Weaver the moment that BKB is used. BKB, it's a bait. They'll run forwards. The only thing stopping them now is the silences from the Templar Assassin. Lovely little Manta dodge there from Kami to disconnect the Sideblade attack. But now they just keep the push going. And guess
they
what?
have split
Split is back.
Yeah. They're playing so ballsy. It's kind of cool, actually, to see them play for the win like this.
Yeah. Like,
They are
you
gonna
can tell
back off now.
previously they've been a little scared, you know, playing a bit too disciplined, especially in that game 1, I felt. But now, game 3, they're really taking it into their own hands. I'm not sure you want to come up here on the side of Team Secret. I'm not sure you want to fight these guys.
Oh, Warlock might get caught again here.
Yeah, that's a good kill.
That is very good.
It's an easy kill.
Yeah, very annoying actually for Nightballs. Not the end of the world, obviously, but it's still gonna slow the continuous pressure down.
Yeah, they just wanted to run around as 5 and go and beat people up, but unfortunately, Warlock just tried to join the club and got beaten up on the doorstep.
I mean, the Weaver and the TA are kind of catching up in net worth, and they do start dealing some damage, but... Bro. And is there any point where this hero starts to become more of a factor? Is it maybe level 15 with the Soul Assumption talent? I don't know. Might be a fight coming here. Pango's invis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Warwick through the back lines. Oh, he didn't go up for the Templar Assassin though. But Davai Lama does. TA runs past. It's actually a really good escape from Secret here by the looks of it. Mixer, the only one being left behind. So Mixer will die. It's something. And they are right outside the pit
Rosh.
as well, so straight into Rosh.
I mean, I feel like there's a reason why we don't see Visage anymore. People understood how the solar assumption as it works and just stopped giving kills to this hero early on. Just playing conservatively the first 4 minutes, then buying raindrops, and then suddenly this Visage hero doesn't snowball. There's really no plan B, right?
There really isn't for Visage, no. Once you fall behind, you are really just an aura carrying dude. There comes a point. There is one way back into the game for Visage. Level 15, you get Soul Assumption hits 3 targets. Suddenly, you hit a really powerful spike, and you're kind of back in the game again.
I mean, you can also. It's a bit like Bounty Hunter, right? If you start getting a bunch of fights that go well for you, and you start getting some kills, Soul Assumption Gold still does kick in, right? At that point, so
it does, yeah.
And Visage does get stronger with items, of course, but it's just hard to get them if you're not winning fights. Don't farm that fast.
Oh, they just smoke on top of the Theolicor's head. Okay.
Yeah.
Davai Lama, man. 7, 2, and 10.
Yeah, Davai Lama has been owning this series. He really has.
It was going to go one way or the other, wasn't it? Either he was going to be tilted out of his mind and unable to do anything, or he was going to be locked in and just hungry for revenge. And that hunger in these pros can sometimes bring out the best in them. That's why we love this, you know. We love this side of the drama. We love this side of the kind of tense moments, the pressure these players putting on themselves by getting themselves in these situations. It's these silences are familiar to stop it dropping. I've never seen anybody do that before, but that's actually kind of value. And now a full Bloodthorn built by the Terrorblade. Goodness. What a powerful demon.
Actually, Giga Chat Brewmaster game from him, I think. Just always in the front, always getting split off, getting all the items. Such high impact from him, and last pick, right?
Yeah, they kind of let him back into the game by not pressuring him. Now they'll go on to the Terrorblade. They want to try and take him down. Beautiful snowball again coming out from Desire. He's playing so well. They will take out the Terrorblade's first life, but they've lost the Yolikor for it. Warwick, though, unable to really follow up a whole lot inside this Rolling Thunder. Now the split comes out, though. They're trying to get the Terrorblade away, but he's dead. Again. They actually have the damage. They couldn't help him out here, and now it's going to be Warwick falling as well. What is happening? Nightpulse, they're losing everybody. Down goes the...
Lord.
I mean, it's a complete slaughter, but Davai still doing work in the backlines, but eventually it's going to be 4 dead on the side of Nightpulse.
Oh, Davai Lama might die as well here. Can they actually kill him, though? How low is he when he comes out? He's full HP.
Full HP, but Parker's going to be on top of him.
He should be fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean,
you say?
now Visage is in very deep. Maybe
yeah,
he can die. Pango is spawning too. Weaver can't really help. He's out of mana.
Nice little Ghost Scepter there.
They're very deep right now.
They need a couple more heroes on Nightpulse to be able to turn this around, though. Otherwise, they're just going to be able to leave. And it does look like that's going to be the case. Cute attempt from Desire.
Alright, I mean, there's a sign of life for Secret. They only lost one side. Only 3k gold lead right now, actually. Maybe the game is closer than we think. If Terrorblade can die, then suddenly maybe it's a different type of situation we got going. Speaking of Visage, he also gained like 2,000-3,000 gold in that fight, I believe, from Soul Assumption. Maybe not that much, but his net worth is at least climbing up to the point where he started folding some more items. So be careful you don't die on Pangolin or Terrorblade first, because if you die on your important cores first, then suddenly Warlock, Tusk, they don't deal damage. Then you have to be on the run.
Radiant are scanning.
Kadaro gonna get quite neared up. And once again, the snowball save comes through. Desire has been so on point with those, but where are they going? Into a very bad situation is the answer. They will be losing the Warlock. As over on the sidelines, the chain lockdown coming out. Dabai Lama forced to use the split just to kill off Mixer here, and well, they should be able to do that as Puppy with the Aghanim Scepter fighting back pretty. Oh, okay. Yeah, they found Parker. They got him with the silence, and they take him down.
Oh, they're all dead now from Secret. Only TA alive. They do have a couple of buybacks, but that was an expensive one. It was almost starting to look a little bit like Secret actually could come back into this game with their sort of elusive heroes, right? But it looks like they could easily lose another side here. Parker has no buyback.
Yep. Here we go. Into the middle barracks. I don't see how they defend this one at all.
No, two sides of Rex is also it's pretty rough. I mean, you might even start going for the third one, honestly. 30 seconds on Weaver. Barracks are going down really quickly.
Like the Visage can try to come in and get some like big soul assumptions off, but also it's a building taking damage, not the heroes, so he's not really going to get the charges coming in.
Yeah.
And they're going to try and mega this.
15 seconds.
Again, it's risky, but also they're about to have quite a lot back off cooldown. I mean, Dabai still does not have the primal split, but he's a strong hero without it.
There's no real reason for them to take the fight at this spot in the fight on the map. Better to just, I think, back off and wait for the split. Wait for BKB Terrorblade, like get the next round of items that you have to go for, and then close out the game safely, right? Because this game was getting a bit hairy, I think. Right there, last like 5 minutes. I think Nightpulse were only one bad fight away from potentially throwing this one.
It did feel like, I mean, still partially feels in the balance, not so much anymore. Like they've gained way too much of an advantage with the buildings they've taken and everything. But yeah,
it's still throwable, but now I feel like they're back into the dominant position that they were in right before the throw.
Yeah.
They can play for Roshan. Nice and easy. Very hard for Secret to get out and contest it.
Like, even though they don't have to play a slow game, it does benefit them to play a slow game where they wait for their cooldowns each time and just do it super carefully, super slowly. Or they can just run it down mid and try and kill off Puppy here, but Puppy does have the Aghanim Scepter, so that's going to give him the debuff immunity he needs to run away.
That was a bit of a misplay by them there. He looked very free.
Yeah. Not respecting the Aghanims on the Elder Titan whatsoever. You don't just kill Puppy like that. Come on, guys. Have some respect. But they will be getting Roshan eventually. 30 seconds till it respawns. TA going for the Nullifier. Interesting. What's this Nullifier for, do you reckon?
Ghost Scepter, Glimmers. Yeah, both supports have Ghost.
Okay.
I think that's primarily it.
Killing supports. Makes sense. Alright, so Roshan is going to be like, oh, that's a very long respawn.
Oh yeah, I thought it was going to spawn at the time, but no, it's actually
not incredibly long.
I don't know if Nightpulse gets into some position where they sit up here for 2 minutes, this could be really bad for them, I think.
And let's not forget, they have the advantage here on Team Secret because they've got a Templar Assassin. They know when Roshan is respawning.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. They can really milk the map here then. Absolutely.
Yes.
You might actually see Nightpulse get behind in gold in the next 2 minutes if they decide to just sit up here.
Well, they won't. TP's coming. They're moving out onto the map. They do not want to let Secret know.
Snix is very quick though. And then you can get him.
He's pretty speedy.
Okay,
he's pretty speedy, but not speedy enough. The moment that Bloodthorn goes on to him and then the follow-up with a swashbuckle, it's over. It's lights. I think there may be some like mind games here where Nightpulse are like, okay, they know when Rosh is respawning, therefore if they're not worried about, if they're not heading over, then maybe it's I don't know.
That's
Nah,
hard to say
they
because
wouldn't
I
anyway.
also think that Nightfalls feels like it's very hard for Secret to contest a Rosh.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Right? So
they play the same way if there is or isn't a long Rosh respawn.
I almost feel like they should try to threaten the high ground a little bit more once again. I think them going back and forth to Rosh is so... They're spending so much time.
Yeah, but if you didn't see the Roshan respawn timer,
Sure.
would you be saying the same thing?
Maybe, I mean... Nah, maybe not. It's easy to say when you see it, for sure.
Yeah.
By the way, Parker is going for the Divine Rapier.
Wow. Statement.
Yeah, for sure. And I think maybe it's gonna hit the timing of Nightpulse getting Aegis, going down top lane or something like that. Yeah,
I mean, he's got it.
switch. They're flipping the map. Yeah, but my point is they might not see the Rapier in time before the fight happens.
Radiant
And
Could
they might
really
get
catch
caught.
him off guard. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna get the Radiant Roshan instead here.
Yep. Finally, the Roshan will respawn and they can look to get in the pit. Of course, this whole time, Secret knows what's happening. They're getting the net worth advantage. They don't quite bring it back in their favor. They definitely neutralize it, like you said. They take really good advantage of this. And
I've played this type of games before though. I mean, the what's it called? The Refresher Brew is a big deal. Now they can slow siege, use the brew split just to get the buildings, and they only need one more set of racks for the megas, right? So that's a big deal. But I've played this type of games before where you're ahead, and you wait for this Aegis and it doesn't spawn, and then you kind of lose your whole advantage in that time.
yeah.
And then the game becomes weird, and that's kind of what's happening here. Like, this Rapier and Weaver is gonna be no joke.
Dyer's
I was
top
gonna
If it
mention
comes as
that
a
he-
surprise, people die really fast.
He did time lapse on the lane here, so
Dyer's top tower.
locked
Such a
rapier,
long-
TP base.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Yeah, up here is the push we're talking about, and it's very tailored. Like, it's very easy to predict. It's very easy for Secret to set something up here with the Rapier. I want Nightpulse to be very careful here that they don't overextend, they
Dyer's
don't
middle
become
tower
careless.
is under attack.
Does seem like they are. Need a bit worried of what's going on. They definitely saw the Rapier. I mean the relic. They should.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
aware.
they know what's up. Davai Lama going to use that first split here, start getting to work on those barracks. They want these mega creeps in the back lines, though. They have wrapped around here, and they're looking for Desire. Desire's going to be the first target. They're not going to be able to bring him down super easily, though, with these mobs of heroes coming through. Desire does finally drop. Over the back lines there, maybe a
Warlock is
golem
also
coming down.
dead
Hold
here.
on, hold on. Weaver's been caught. Weaver's been caught. He needs to get
Oh,
out. He's
Weaver.
silenced up. He's
Oh.
dead. Rapier on the deck. Oryx thinking of taking it. No, give it to Davai. Give it to Davai.
Just got it.
Shame, shame.
And no buyback.
Yeah, it's very over.
Buyback ET. He ended up being a bit too isolated and a bit too deep for his team to help him. Yeah.
Davai, getting a little low, a little low.
This is it.
Pressure.
This is game.
There you go. Yeah, the game's over. They'll learn the ancient.
Oh,
Fortification comes out, but it
Oh, there it
doesn't
is.
matter. And Payaso comes out from Davai Lama. We were waiting for it. We got it. XD being thrown back the other way. Night Pulse have done it. They've eliminated Team Secret from the qualifiers. And a little goodbye message as well.
so what does Payaso mean?
Isn't it clowns? It's clown, isn't
Okay.
it? Because there's the voice line, adios,